What's up, everybody? Dirt Sociable's back. We are joined by some guests on this episode, Broke and Dirty. So we got Tyson and Dylan with us. Going to be talking about their race team and seeing what's up and seeing if we can get them out on the track a little bit more.
Yeah, right. How you guys doing? It's glad to be on the show.
Yeah, super excited to be on here.
Last time we had two brothers on here, it got a little rowdy.
Yeah.
So
That's what I saw. So hopefully this one's just as good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They set the bar.
They did.
They
It's
set it
pretty high.
It's
Pretty high right
We
now.
always say that we're the better brothers, so we'll see. Should have brought more beer.
We
but-
should have. Yeah, I think Ben's
Oh,
gonna have a speed on that one.
There's enough bourbon and there's enough
Yeah.
beer here to get done whatever we got to get done.
We
Yeah,
can do
for
some
sure.
damage in.
Oh, yeah.
Long night ahead of us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we kind of kick it off like every episode and just let our guests talk about, we call it the engine warm-up. And just, can you give us a short version of your racing career?
Yeah. So I'll go first, I guess.
Sure.
Um,
You're older.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, are we starting from like when I first started racing anything or off road?
I mean, it can be birth. Like, how did you get involved in off-road?
So I guess, oh man, involved in off-road. We kind of just started camping at Crandon, honestly, with some family friends. When we were younger, man, we were probably, I don't know, 10 maybe is kind of when we started going to Crandon, I think.
probably 10.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Who was a family friend?
This was some people from O'Connell, man. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Who the heck was it?
Shit,
I was
don't
so young.
remember
It
the
was
last
more my
name.
parents' friends,
Oh.
so I don't really know.
It was a big group
everybody
from
that was there.
O'Connell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we always did like stuff in the summer with in O'Connell. We always stayed at that campground. And then we just started kind of going to the races together too.
Yeah.
So,
It's hard for me to remember like everybody that was there because I feel like everything was just so crazy. You know,
Yeah.
when we were younger, it was like everything was going on. But yeah, so we kind of did that for quite a few years. Backing up a little bit more from that, like when I was 6, he was 4, we actually started in snowcross. So we did snowcross for quite a few years. And then when I was like 12 or 11, we kind of stopped with snowcross. My cousin was in it. They got out of it. So we were like, it's kind of over, done with that.
Mhm.
We did quads for like a year. He did dirt bikes for like a
Yeah.
short stint.
So
don't ask about it.
endurance racing?
No,
No.
I guess what would you call it? Like motocross for quads. And then he raced at like Pine Ridge,
Yep.
like once. But
Yeah. But he raced at like Gravity Park. We did a race in Gillette.
yeah, it was Gillette. I only did a few races on the quad, but it was
Yeah,
like
a
a
couple.
short-lived, like one summer type of thing.
Yep.
And then it would have been 2012 is when I started racing. We got a light buggy.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for like 2 years it would have been 2 years. And then that's when he started.
Yeah.
So
I
it would've
started in 2014. So
Yeah.
Okay.
been- So
Did you guys, is that when you were splitting time in the buggy?
yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have been 2014. is when we
2014.
started splitting. So
Yep.
the first 2 years I had it just on my own. He wasn't old enough to technically run it because there was an age limit at that time, I think, which was 14.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. So
I
he
think
had,
it's like 12 now, isn't it?
I'm sure.
something.
Yeah, you could be like 10,
I don't know.
maybe.
Yeah.
Eight.
Well, you can get into like the short course carts.
Yeah, you
super
can
Fairly
really
young.
younger.
carts.
But
But
yeah,
light
I don't know
buggy-
what light buggy is anymore.
I'm
Because
not
light buggy
sure.
was like the bottom
Yeah.
Right.
when we started. That was like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was like the lowest you could go.
I think it was. Yeah, I don't think there was really any kids classes when I.
There might have, I don't know if there was the mod cart still from like out west or not.
I don't know if
There
the
was
West
West
Coast
Coast
Mod Cart,
carts.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd have been the time. But,
Yeah.
I mean, how many kids are carrying IDs around? I mean,
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
if you can't check it, it can't be a rule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
They're not checking your birth certificate or anything.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so we did that. So yeah, this would be my, was it 13th year
This
of
would be
short
my
course? And
11th.
yeah,
So how old are you guys?
27.
I'm 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
What made you guys decide, and I might be jumping ahead here, but I think this is a good place for it. What made you guys decide to get out of light buggy, go to side-by-sides?
I
That
guess.
was, yeah, it was kind of with you and Kyle, wasn't it?
Yeah,
When you guys
so-
got close?
Yeah. So Kyle and I got pretty close. It would have been, I don't know how many years have I been in UTV? 7 now, maybe 6.
Kyle Greaves.
Yep. So about 6, 7 years ago, Kurt actually started helping Mark Peterson, who was running the Pro 2 on our team. So Kurt was around a lot, and then Kyle came around when he got back from the Fab School in California. So him and I got pretty close, as friends and whatever. And he was starting to build, UTVs a little bit, and I think he bought a UTV from Johnny, Uncle Johnny. He raced that, and I'm like, well, that looks pretty kick-ass. I'm like, well, I think I want to try one of those. So I was shopping on Marketplace, and I found, or probably Craigslist at the time, but found a side-by-side, and picked up on that, and Kyle threw a cage on that, and then we went and played for a year. I did in that, and then I think the next year is when he picked his up right away.
I think I might have been 2 years after. I'm pretty sure it was like 2 years after, because I think I ran the light buggy for 2 years after you started that. But we still split the light buggy, didn't we, when we started UTVs?
Yeah, I ran UTV solely, and then Tyson jumped into UTV, and he split, I think, UTV and buggy for like a year or two.
Yeah, maybe a year.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, because that's when I almost won the points championship.
Yeah,
it was between me and Billy Booth. That was my last year, and then my steering wheel broke off, and then I smacked the wall around the barn corner.
The last race of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been on a race team that's lost in the last race, the points championship.
Yeah, I was 2 points ahead or 2 points down in that race too.
Yeah,
I think I was beating them.
you were.
Yeah, it was one year at Crandon. The Lemkes were in the points championship. They just had to stay in front of Greg Stengel, and they were. And all of a sudden, in Crandon, right in front of the pits, I was in the pits. All of a sudden, you see Todd just coasting off to the side because he broke.
Oh, that's like the worst feeling.
Yeah, it sucks so much.
Yeah. But going back to why we switched to UTVs, I guess, you know, it I don't know, light buggy was a lot of fun. It still is a lot of fun. You know, I played around a little bit at the last Lena race in it, and I would love to do it every weekend if I could.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot with two cars, but I don't know, it just seemed like a fun class to get into at the time. Was definitely affordable to get into it, you know, because a lot of guys weren't doing much. You could throw on some Maxxis Zero tires and a cage and maybe do some stuff with the suspension, and you were in it. You know, you could compete for a win on that. So at the time, it was definitely it was cost effective, you know, to do an upgrade that way. And it just looked like a cool, fun class, a 4-wheel drive. You know, it's like a mini Pro 4 almost. You know, it's kind of the vision, but definitely a lot of fun. You know, and that's kind of why I think that's why I moved up. I'm assuming he just kind of
Yeah, it was the same
followed
thing.
suit, and same thing.
Yep.
It just cool class to move up to.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So you want to get into sight laps then?
Yeah, we can go sight lap.
All right, you take that first question then.
Yeah, so from like a sight lap, so we kind of just jump into this. So what's your favorite track of all time you raced at?
Oof.
Favorite track of all time. You wanna
Well,
You can include the dirt bike one too if you're
dirt bike one? Well, like,
that was one
I
of your favorites.
crashed like 15 times when I raced, so
He didn't fare too well.
I'd probably have to say of all time. Oof. Probably Bark River. I really like Bark River. Just a little bit of elevation stuff, but it's like the little technical part up front. But then you also get the long stretches where you're wide open too. And there's a lot of opportunity for passing, I feel like, on that track. So like that track, I really had all my best passes, I feel like, on it. You know, on light buggy and everything. That's really where you learn is light buggy too. You know, trying to keep momentum and everything like that. And that just folds into side by side. But I think Bark River is probably one of my favorite all time.
I think that's like you called it out from like a light buggy racing perspective. I think that's huge, like learning to carry your momentum.
Yeah.
And light buggy, that's like everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at the guys that come from light buggy that moved up into, you know, bigger classes, and they're like probably some of the top runners for the most part. So I feel like it plays a huge factor in it, because if you go into a corner and just throw it in, it's like you're getting passed by 2 or 3 people in a light buggy. So it's just keeping good momentum and just holding your line and not like fighting the car as you're coming out of corners or anything like that. But I feel like you definitely learn a lot from light buggy.
And don't miss a shift.
Yeah, don't miss a shift.
Definitely don't miss a shift.
Even though you do all the time.
I feel like with the buggy class, no matter, like, you got to prep them to the max.
Yeah.
Like, they got to come in, tires are coming off, brakes are getting checked, pivot points, all that.
Yeah.
And it's still like, you still have dice in your hand and you're like, am I going to break a hub today?
Yeah, right. And they're still so simple to work on too. Like it doesn't take much compared to like a UTV. It's totally different ball game. But yeah, like prep wise, that's the biggest thing that we focus on for our whole race team is like preventive maintenance. That's the biggest thing. Especially when we were running full seasons, you could kind of see it towards the end of the season is the people that, you know, run their cars, keep all the panels on, wash it, go out the next day. You know, they do good for the first half of the season, but the people that tear their cars apart all the time, like after every time you go on the track, like, you know, like we do, they start to show towards the end of the season when everyone else is breaking stuff, everything like that. And then that's really all it takes is like just a finish. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. I think that's a huge part of like as you mature as a racer and get more seasons in, you start to see, I don't think everybody still does it, but the importance of tearing your car apart every time, checking it over, and just that, like you said, preventative maintenance is huge throughout the season. And especially now that there's more races than there's probably been in recent years, that becomes even more important.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would agree. It's definitely a big step. And I've had a lot of people, they come by and you're like, you're not done with that thing yet. Like it barely was muddy and I'm like, oh,
Yeah. As they're
to
slamming
me,
gears.
it's more like sitting there and I'm thinking about stuff like that could go wrong. And it's like, well, I don't know. I'm like a little superstitious. Like if I don't do it the same thing, like every time, it's just like,
Yeah.
you kind of freak yourself out or something. You think something's going to happen. So
Yeah.
So,
That
yeah,
was
it
like me and
definitely-
you with taking out my seat. Every time I didn't take out my seat to wash it, or if I like half-ass that part of it, Dylan always beat me every single time. So now I still don't even take it out
yeah,
sometimes.
he
But
still beats me. But no, we joke in the shop. He wouldn't take it out and wash. And I said, I'm going to beat you next week, you
Yeah.
know. And next thing you know, I beat him. And he's like, next time he's pulling the seat out to wash the car again.
Yeah.
Dylan's just
funny.
over there smiling.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, I know. Yeah.
And so, Dylan, what is your favorite track?
From a light buggy perspective, I would say Bark River as well. When you go into more of the UTVs, ERX is a blast.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And like the dirt, I heard this year was a little bit different than last. Obviously we weren't there, but the dirt there when we were there, the track layout, like it's wicked. You got to be definitely a good driver. Like it's a technical track. There's a lot of flow there, and it's just you kind of got to hang it out a little bit. And the track is just it. To me, it suits a UTV honestly pretty well.
Yeah. It really does.
It's a lot of fun. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say probably up to now, like ERX. Obviously, like hometown track, Lena would be
Yeah.
like my all-time favorite. But as far as like favorite to actually drive and everything, like I know Lena's tight and it's still fun, but like ERX has it figured out with the elevations and the dirt. Like
Yeah.
it has more of that opportunity.
The
So,
dirt's definitely the biggest part.
It is, yeah.
Like you go around one lap and you pull maybe 2 tear-offs, and then after that you won't pull a single one. Like the
Yeah.
mud just like falls off.
And the
It's
track's
that, it's
still
that
good.
sandy grain
Yeah.
type stuff.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that's like when I went out to Victorville, California. That was like the same thing. It was like a sandy grain. And I mean, the panels were stuck with it. And you just go over and kick the panel and it fell off.
Yeah.
Right.
It was great. I'm
That
sure
was the best part.
sure it wasn't great for like joints and pivot points. But
Oh, yeah.
Right, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But from a wash perspective.
Oh yeah, so much
Send her
better.
back out.
Yeah.
So which one's the toughest to drive?
Ooh. Well, 2 ways to look at it. As a side by side and as a light buggy, and then you have as a
that's
light
your boat.
buggy and then as a pro stock. Because between just a side by side and a pro stock, that's like big difference.
Yeah.
You gotta drive it so hard in pro stock
Oh yeah.
for the most part, but I feel like light buggy's way more finicky on kind of what you can and can't do in a driving style. So maybe that'd be probably the hardest, I think.
Which track?
Switch
though?
track.
Oh, which track? Oh, I thought you were talking about cars. Which track? Lena.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think?
Just because it's so tight, technical.
And every error ends in a concrete wall.
A concrete wall or a big ass tractor tire.
And they usually do the same amount of damage.
Yeah, either one move. We
Yeah.
know that for sure.
In a light buggy, I'd say Crandon because it's all momentum.
Yeah.
Like everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you don't have momentum, the next guy's probably got it, and he's, coming past it pretty quick. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. It takes so much time to gain that all back too.
Yeah, you blow gravel pit, you're not gaining it back until Argon.
Yeah,
Right.
Because it's just straightaway. So like there's nowhere else to like make up time like on the next corner that's like 100 yards away or 50 yards away.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're running these 300-yard stretches, which is probably makes it tricky.
Yeah. I mean, in a UTV, obviously Lena is tighter. It's still enjoyable, but between Lena and Anago, like they're just tighter. So of course
Yeah.
it's gonna be harder to pass, and it's tighter racing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say probably I'll pick 2 of those 2 would be tough in a
Yeah.
UTV.
Makes sense. So, as a fan of the sport, what is the one class that you have to go up to the grandstands to watch? Like, if you're at the track, even if you're working on something, what do you put down to watch? Like, go up to the stands to watch?
I'd say I try and watch like Pro 2, Pro 4 all the time. When you're talking pro classes, just because I obviously Pro 2, like we have friends in Pro 2, so it's like got to get there to watch that. When we're watching sportsman racing, our roots is I'd like to try and make it up there to watch light buggy because I still know people in that class, so it's fun to watch. But I think like Pro-Am side by side, just because, again, I have friends in that class as well. I like watching it, but it also helps us kind of judge what our track might turn into and trying to kind of watch what lines there are. I don't know. I guess there's all sort. Like I love watching super stock too. So it's I got 3 classes, so I'm gonna cheat on that one. But
Makes sense.
It's so hard when you know so many people.
oh
Yeah,
right,
it really is.
It's tough, but I would say for sure those 3 classes, super stock always seems to get the craziest.
Yeah.
So that one maybe is the top. I guess
Makes sense.
that's for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're.
For me, I mean, like, I feel like Pro 2, Pro 4 are probably a given. Like, you almost just got to go watch them.
Right.
Mainly Pro-Am, like you said, just for, like, setup-wise, you know, what they're running for tires, what the track's kind of doing. So Pro-Am for that part. But otherwise, for me, it's super stock. Like, I always go up and watch super stock just because it's so exciting. But that's probably my choice, super stock.
All right, it's been brought up enough. I got to sneak it in before we move on to the next one. Super stock versus stock truck at Lena.
Yep.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
What's happening?
it's on the schedule.
Saturday night. Yeah.
I didn't
First
even
ever.
look at it.
Yeah.
Really?
It's on schedule.
That's going to be sick.
Yeah,
I think it's
That
gonna
should
be
be
cool.
a good time.
You know, as long as so I know like, and I was kind of involved like when they were talking about it a little bit, talking about doing it. You know, so I heard some of that side, and it sounds like right now there's a lot of drivers that are kind of confused because they haven't gotten a lot of info. They just kind of saw it on the schedule. But you know, I think once the guys hear like how much it's going to cost to run it, you know, like all the info about it, like it sounded like they have some sponsors coming in to sponsor the race too. So there's going to be like a little bit of a purse there.
yeah.
So I think that's going to be pretty cool for a lot of them guys, because how often do any of us really get to race for extra money when it?
On the
I don't
sportsman,
think it's going to cost much to do it. So like from their perspective, it's going to be awesome. From a points perspective on Sunday for stock truck,
Yeah.
it might suck, but I think it's going to be fun to watch. It's something different. Like you always need something different. Like it's just going to be, to me, it's going to be pretty cool because when you do stuff different like that, like even Cranon with the Pro Light Pro Buggy, like something different. Like it's cool, it's exciting. Like I think you get a lot of fans up there to just watch that. Like I think it'd be pretty cool.
That at Crandon was gnarly though. Like
That was wicked. That
was, yeah.
the
That race
ending on that
awesome.
was a little wicked. You know,
Yeah.
Trey Gibbs, I think,
Yeah.
still has a target from Tito on his back or something,
Yeah.
probably. But
yeah, that was
What does
crazy.
he call him? Convicted murderer or something
convicted
like that?
felon or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, that was unfortunate. You know, I honestly think if you put a pro spec versus pro light race out there, it would be pretty cool. It's kind of the same
yeah.
concept as stock truck, super stock, pro 2, pro 4. Like,
Yeah.
I think that'd be another cool one to see. So I could see if this stuff goes well, like I could see tracks just pick a class every year,
Yeah.
like a different class, do a shootout race like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was it was probably one of my last years in light buggy, or maybe I was in the UTV yet. At Bark River, they had a light buggy versus single buggy race. Mikey Vandenhoevel put it on. And I'm
that's
like,
right, yeah.
oh, I'm definitely doing this. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, you get a chance to win some money. He's like, I think every car had to have like the TP
The
number
shark fin.
plates.
Or
You had to have
yeah.
the shark fin number
Yep.
plates on
Yep.
top. That was
Yep.
like, I think the rule to get
Yep.
out in a race, you know, but he put that on. Like, it's just something different for a driver. Like, the more seat time you can get, if it doesn't cost much to go out there, and like, it's just fun. So I think guys are going to enjoy it, you know, I mean, look at all the details they need. Hopefully pretty quick here, but I think it's going to be fun. It's something different for the fans too.
So 2 questions based off that now.
Yep.
Okay. Do you know how they're doing the start then for the pro stock, or not pro stock, the stock truck versus super stock?
I don't. I think it'll be a rolling start, but I think they're going to gap them, and they're going to try and do it just like Cranon based on a time gap. I don't know how different the lap times are. I think they got to be pretty decent, you know, because
I would think if you started super stock on the tabletop going into Hellhole, and then started stock truck on the
Normal start?
line,
Yeah.
I think that might be enough.
I think it'd be a pile.
There's
up
going to be
in
a
the glory
lot
hole.
of stuff to get through, too.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
only like ERX. There's only like 5 or 6 stock trucks
Yeah, but that's just because of travel.
The
I think.
travel,
You know,
okay.
I think you're going to have more of a turnout around
with the local.
local,
Yeah.
you know, because it's tough for anybody to travel out there, you know, sportsman or pro budget, to travel anywhere, which granted, hopefully when you get bigger sponsors, everything, you can start to afford to do that stuff. But for any guy that's just working a daily job, it's tough to take off of work, get your family out there, like all that stuff. So I think the turnout will be better around here, obviously. But as far as that start goes, like, I think you put a bunch of super stocks in that tabletop and shove them right into the hole. That's gonna get pretty wicked.
Or you start like super
I'm
stock.
looking for entertainment. Not,
I mean, from an entertainment standpoint, you're just going to want to sit right on the corner and watch the start. And then by then, it's probably done because everybody's in a pile.
Yeah, right.
But I think a rolling start, honestly. They did that. I feel like they did that somewhere else. Like it was like a rolling
Or
shootout. Oh, it was Anago when they did Pro 2, Pro 4.
Oh yeah.
They did a rolling start there. And that I thought that turned out pretty good. You know, obviously the gap was a little off, but
I don't know. Kyle wouldn't say so.
I mean, I was pumped he won, you know?
Yeah.
But from a gap perspective, it was a little off based on the timing, you know, the split lane, but that threw a whole nother element in it, the Joker lane or whatever. So,
yep.
All
yeah,
right,
I think it'll be cool.
Another tangent question off of based on you said pro spec versus pro light.
Mm-hmm.
Which pro light driver do you think is going to be the most discouraged about getting their ass kicked by a 13-year-old?
Ooh.
Well, they're all pretty young.
That is true.
You know,
I mean,
like Johnny's Johnny's what, 22, 23? 23 maybe.
yeah, Funk's.
He's not much younger than you.
Funk's 17.
Yeah. Connor Berry's 18,
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, no, I think he's 20 now.
Gray's not that old. Like,
I guess you're right.
I don't think any of them are going to be super upset.
Yeah,
you
probably
know?
not.
I don't think so.
Sure,
Man,
the average age of pro light is
20?
almost probably just
Younger
as young
than-
as pro spec.
It's probably
Yeah,
younger
right.
than pro spec. I'm trying to think
Probably.
who else is in pro light. I mean, Joey's in there, but Joey's probably the oldest. Is he the oldest one in there?
I would think he'd almost have to be, yeah.
He's probably just 30s, right? He's mid, not even. I don't
That
know.
ain't old.
I don't know how
that
old.
ain't
I don't know how old he is.
Yeah.
You know, but
Let's see, Matt Wood.
Matt Wood's not that.
Not
He's
that old.
probably 30,
Yeah.
30ish.
Probably mid 30s, maybe.
Joey
32.
Machozik.
Yep.
Derek Lee.
Liebergen.
Bergen.
Yeah, he's.
Derek would probably be the most pissed about getting beat.
I mean, not a full timer,
Derek.
but Joe Sylvester's probably the oldest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for
He
sure.
would be, but he was just. Where was he? He was only at.
Anago.
Anago. Yeah, it was
He's,
Anago.
I thought he did wheat. No, you're right. Maybe
No,
he's
it was
Anago.
Anago.
I wonder what the reason was to just do Anago. Like,
I know that this past race he does monster truck stuff,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and he like hosts of an event. It seemed like,
yeah, you're right.
and then probably I think he just was getting that kind of truck together for Wheatland. I don't think
Gotcha.
that
Okay.
just clicked, but
Yeah.
So we talked about Lena a lot, and I know it's been previewed some of the changes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be? Are the fans going to be shocked when they get to the track?
I don't know about
I don't know if
shock.
they're going to be shocked. I think it's going to be more drivers
Yeah.
are going to be, I would say, happy to see it, you know, based on the changes that they did or we kind of did as a group, you know. I think they did a really good job, you know. I can probably talk about it. I don't know when this episode's coming about, but I don't
there's-
think it's any secret. Like
there's video proof of some stuff.
Yeah,
so
people
I'm
have
sure
been
you can
testing
talk
out
about
there.
it.
Yeah, so people have been testing. You know, turn 1 is probably raised 10 feet,
Yeah.
8 feet. So it's a lot
It's
more
banked.
banked.
Yeah.
So you're not coming into just a flat slide anymore. You got
Yep.
some banking all the way around, and that wraps tighter. So it's more of a kind of a 180 on exit a little bit, and then you
Yep.
hit a right-hander,
So
which is banked too.
So the inside pivot is moved towards the outside, so it
Yep.
forces the movement up top.
Forces people to use the
Yeah.
track.
So you grab
because
your
we
3D
have-
print.
Yeah,
I'll
you
show
can grab
you.
the 3D print. I could show you.
Well,
Yeah.
I can do that, but I got to warn you. I did it for a track, and trying to aim it forward.
I remember that.
Not good.
I watched it.
You're like,
I'm gonna get her this time. Yeah. So yeah, so turn 1, like it turns
Yeah,
a little bit
second one.
tighter, and then no, it's
The
up the
second
second
one.
one, the black one up there. No,
No.
This is it. But
oh, it is it.
It's got the split lane in it.
Oh yeah.
oh, glory hole.
We can make that.
Oh, yeah.
happen.
You can play with that.
Let me see that. All right,
You
This
guys,
is the
you
track.
guys didn't even know what one was on the chart.
You sure you want to hold it that way?
this is the track. This is the way I want to hold it.
Yeah, that's the highway is the bottom.
This is the highway.
Yep.
Here.
And
Everybody
hell,
seeing this?
hell holes here. Yep.
This is the highway.
Grandstands are pretty much highway parallel.
Grandstands, highway. So you come in. This is turn 1 here. Turn 1 turns probably a little bit tighter than what it originally was, and then you hit more of a right, like a 90 right-hander there, and then you go right into there's those 3 mogul sections right there. So they're kind of the way the trucks are jumping right now. They're kind of landed into the face of the second one. So there might be something tweaked with that before race weekend. Not sure yet.
Or someone's going to clear it. They're going to double it.
That was my hope when we did it. Is
Adrian Cheney.
somebody be doubling on
Bets
it.
on it.
Well,
$20 bucks.
CJ's the guy that's like, hey, doubles? No, I
He
turn
just
those.
triples.
I turn those
Yeah,
into
he-
triples.
yeah,
Yeah, he
triples.
doesn't double.
He
He
doesn't
just
double.
triples. So this would be 1, and I'm calling this 2 now. So then 3, we shove that farther this way, so it'd be to the north, like if you're actually at the track.
Yep.
So this got shoved farther out, and it's a lot more banked on this turn too. So a lot of the feedback from drivers there is it's a lot more fun because you can come in with a lot more momentum now,
And carry
and you
your
can really
momentum
just
out.
it flows. You know, like before it was kind of stop turn. Now it's like huck it in there, and you can actually count on that bank to grab you and carry you around.
Yeah, because before that would peel out in the bottom.
It would hold. It'd run up,
and then
Yep.
you'd get like a hole. And,
Exactly. Yep.
I mean, I think Van Enelsen got taken advantage by that hole a couple times.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot of drivers that have.
Well, even for like Pro 2 too, is that it pushed out so much and they're like literally riding the wall.
Yeah, they're on.
And now it's banked a lot more, so it'll be
Hopefully, it
it'll
just
be a lot
helps,
better.
helps keep you in that groove more now.
yeah.
So,
Did
so yeah,
the split lane survive?
No.
split
No,
lane's gone.
that's been gone
This
for
is all,
2 years,
Yeah,
hasn't
this
it?
is all
Yeah.
solid.
Has it?
So,
Yeah,
so it's
she
just
gone.
three whoops pretty much coming out of there.
Yep.
3 moguls, singles, which I'd like to see a double single. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
We got a little time yet.
CJ, you're up.
So that got pushed. So then going into 4, turn 4 is actually an off camber the other way. So like if you're coming into the turn, your ass end of your truck's going to drop down, and you're going to be off camber, kind of skating around it.
So like a Bark River hill.
Try to think which
Yeah,
one would be
kinda-
like that.
Kind of like the hill coming by the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, it's the opposite.
Not quite. It'd be like the one, like their gravel pit there, kind of coming up to. Well, not even that. Even
Your gravel pit.
trying to think what you compare it to. There's nothing to compare it to. It's new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody
It's
has
fresh.
it. That I know of.
Yeah, but
I've-
like you come down into it and then your driver's side is kind of up in the air and your ass end's, hanging
Yeah.
down. So it's cool. And then
It's-
it hits kind of like a bank right towards the exit.
Yep.
You can explain it more.
Yeah. So you kind of come through, you're skating through it like this, and then you come through and there's like a bank that comes back up. And the only reason that's there is kind of for water drainage. Otherwise, you'd kind of be screwed. It'd be just a mud hole. So, yeah. So you got to, from a racing perspective, it's going to get real interesting. Obviously, there's some of those guys that'll just shove their nose in and take you out, which I hope I don't see that, at all. But, like, to actually watch some passing in that turn, like you're going to have a guy come in, set up, he thinks he's got it, and he's going to skate down that hill right to the bottom. And the next guy could be just putting around that inside, just crawling it, and like he might just have a solid line coming out of there. So I think it's going to be a good opportunity, even if somebody comes in and just nudges someone, gives them a bump, and it just pushes them just enough to skate down. Like I think there's going to be a good opportunity here for passing. I just hope it's not just a bunch of cleanouts and whatever. Like I'm hoping, it all works good and it's clean racing through there. But obviously Lena is tight, so we'll see. But
I biked my UTV in there.
in this turn,
Yeah, and I swear to God, if I had a side mirror, I would have whacked it off. And by the time I set it down, I was staring at the wall.
Oh,
And I hit the wall, and then I had 30s on, so I jumped over the wall.
Oh, really?
And then one wheel just stayed down there.
Oh, it didn't survive, eh?
Yeah, I just
Three-wheeling.
limped it back off. I'm like, wow, this sucks.
Shit.
I was on a heater, too.
But I mean, other than that, the rest is pretty much the same. So.
Yeah.
So,
In
yeah.
all, it's just going to be a lot more racy, I feel like.
I think so.
A lot
It flows.
racier.
It flows better. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to make for good racing. Some of the feedback we got this week that it was most of the changes were good. There's some things that we could still tweak.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it is. But that's your track preview.
So hellhole's the same, hellhole
Yep.
exit.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, I always liked that hellhole exit. It was like most of the cars just kind of like unloaded,
Yep.
lofted into the corner, and then got going.
Yeah.
And then that one time, there was like that speed check bump or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, there was one there. It
Man, that didn't pan out right.
was- no, I think that got thrown in there for Johnny's series when they had the UTV series. I feel
Yeah,
like
and-
that's when that got
Could
put
have
in.
been.
And that was the worst style of jump of the worst time for UTVs because
Yeah.
Everybody was
Yamahas
nose
were
diving.
still looking for pennies.
Everybody's dive bombing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lawn darting, that's what we called it.
Yeah. It's not as bad anymore, that's for sure. You don't see a
Oh.
lot of that anymore.
so much more improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when a changes to the track happen like that, so maybe this is a little bit behind the scenes of that. So as the track is kind of a community group of people put it on, do you guys like all discuss the changes, vote on the changes? Like how does that work?
I think they kind of do as a board. We go up there and just
Yeah,
help
we just
when
go up there and
can.
help.
So like our dad's on the board.
Yep.
A lot of the Pidles are on the board. Like Amber Holcher. I don't know if Amber's on the board, but she's always there.
Yep.
Troy Shaden, obviously the president. So I think as a board group, they talk through like when they want to do changes like that and everything, and make sure they got the funds first to do everything, and the equipment, because a lot of that stuff is donated by great local companies too. So a lot of that's based on that. But I think they talk through a lot of the changes, you know, and that's kind of when they decide on it. But like we've just kind of been up there, not a whole lot, but like we'll go up there and help, you know, when we can. So,
Setting block or
Yeah.
doing something or
Has
Run skid
wobble
steer
wheel
every
or
once in
skid
a while,
steer,
yeah.
picking rocks or anything.
has Troy been the president the whole time, or
no, he's been the
No.
president for like the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it
Always
was Don
Demney.
before that.
Yeah.
okay?
Yep.
So it's been pretty steady. I mean, Dirt City started in what 2019, 2018.
Probably something like
So
that.
what?
It's been a while already.
6th year, 7th.
If I had my OG membership card, I'd be able to tell you, but I don't
Oh,
have it
that's
in my
right.
wallet.
Charter
I
membership.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I would have jumped on that.
Like
but
gold, platinum, or whatever.
I forgot what I had, but I still have it at my house. I saw it
Do
the
you?
other day. Yep.
Yeah, I
I
totally
had-
forgot about that.
I had a college buddy. I went to school in Platteville, and he was from Chicago. And I was talking about my racing and stuff, and he's kind of just like, I don't know what this is really, you know. So I'm like, but he's like super generous, like church going guy, everything like that. So I'm like, hey, like, you know, you want to donate to this racetrack that we want to start up? And he's like, what is that? You know, I'm like, well, this is what it is. I'm like, it's a charter membership. You could be like a checkered flag member if you like. It was like $100 or something.
Yeah.
Get your name on the sign.
it was totally reasonable.
He totally went for it. You know, he's like, I'll do it. So now I bring it up to him, and like every once in a while, he'll shoot me a message, or when we're together, he'd be like, is my name still on the board up at Dirt City? I'm like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
So he's like super pumped about it. But just funny, you talk about the charter members and everything. It's funny.
Yeah.
I think they should like do. I know you can't call it a charter member anymore, but you should do like another reversion of it.
Yeah.
Like if you guys got to do, if there's ever a chance to buy more land, like
Right.
Yeah.
hey,
Which I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That'd be a
know.
good
Oh my
goal.
God.
Because you could, man, if you had another 40 acres on that place, like
Yeah.
you could do so much.
That
with
field
track,
right next to it, if
camping.
we had that, it would be,
yeah,
the facility would be insane.
It'd be cool.
It would be.
You could do a lot. It's just bottlenecked. Right
Because
now.
isn't
Yeah.
there always like a dream to make the track bigger?
Always, yeah. I think
Yeah.
that would always
everybody
be the
dreams to
dream.
go bigger, better, faster.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
Bigger's always better.
Yes.
What?
What?
Oh,
So going back to one of, we barely even made it through sight lap here. We're on a roll. Okay, so who is a legend of the sport that is highly impactful but doesn't always get recognized? This one might be tricky.
ooh.
It's tricky.
Maybe more towards the sportsman side. You know, I think you guys probably.
Sportsman side. Legend of the sport.
Well, any. I'm just
I mean,
sportsman, pro.
I guess for us, it feels like Johnny and CJ, you know, for the most part, for the side-by-sides and
Oh, Johnny's on our top 5 every single 5 list I make.
yeah, just for helping out with everything. I mean, he's been
Yeah.
helping us since we started.
Well, he actually sponsored us in snowcross when we were
Yeah,
really young.
Johnny G
Like,
Motorsports.
I think we went up to him, you know, we're all this tall and we're like, yeah, you know, we're all pumped, you
Yeah.
know. Now you talk to him and like, still am like, oh, it's Johnny Greaves, you know, somewhat, but like, but yeah, we were young. We're like, walk up. We're like, hey, can you sponsor our snowmobile team? So him and Kathy like sponsor us, Johnny
Yep.
G Motorsports and whatever.
I think
that's
he
cool.
signed my.
It was pretty cool.
He
And then
signed-
full circle, you know, they help with our suspension and everything. Like,
Yeah.
so it's really cool, you know.
Yeah.
I remember at Pine Ridge, he signed my Scott Douglas RC truck hood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I seen him there because CJ was racing. I'm like, you signed this? He's like, sure. Didn't even bat an eye at it. I'm like,
It's not me, but
guy's
sure.
so awesome.
Yeah, right. Still our idol.
Yeah.
Um,
Who's yours?
Man, for us, I'm trying to think like sportsman wise, like, man, there's been a lot of impactful people.
Yeah, there really is.
Yeah.
Can you come back to that one?
We can come back
I
to
think
that.
on that?
Yeah, we'll roll back to that
All right.
one. We'll get that
Let
one
me
after.
think on that.
We'll get that one after like the 3rd beer.
Yeah, so he's gonna have the same answer.
Might just have to text them.
Yeah.
You can just pop a picture
Yeah,
at the end.
we'll put it in the comments.
All right,
Phone a
if
friend.
we don't hear back from it, the
Yeah,
text is here.
Yeah.
Okay, go to the.
So,
did
yes.
did you have one, or do you want to come back to it?
For impactful
Yeah,
person
yeah,
in sportsman.
yeah.
Oh, in sportsman.
So
Well, I
Johnny,
already said Johnny.
I think
and
Johnny.
CJ.
Oh, you said
Yeah,
saying Johnny.
true.
for pro.
You're locking
I
in-
guess they're probably the most impactful, like to the sportsman, like side by side. I guess
Yeah,
that's kind of where I was coming from, but
That makes sense.
I think they. I mean, with everything they did with side by side sports.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that was really cool too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kept the sportsman UTV stuff growing.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was like the best series, honestly.
That was
that race.
That was pretty cool.
That was the most fun.
That was one you could make money racing
Yeah.
in. It was insane.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was insanely fun too. It wasn't.
It was
Oh,
blast.
yeah.
And it was cheap to do it.
Yeah.
I never raced it, but like I went to every single one, and it seemed like
that my
just
phone?
as a spectator, it was a blast.
Turn that off.
Yeah, Mr. Popular's over here.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't even put mine on vibrate. I know nobody's calling me.
Big working man over there. It's probably your wife.
It could have been. I didn't even look. It could have
Fiance.
been. Sorry, hon.
Yeah, so if you're sitting on this podcast 10 years from now, what would you want to look back to and say, I accomplished this in my racing career?
I want to get a points championship for sure.
Any class or Pacific class?
Any class.
All right.
Because all I have is World Cup rings, right? World Cup? Crandon rings?
Crandon Cup.
Yeah.
2021, second.
Yeah, that's when I broke my steering wheel.
Yeah, way to remind him.
Yeah. Thanks, asshole.
So I do have some advice. If you want a points championship, you probably have to race every race.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, no, I
you
get
need
that.
sponsors to do that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. That's
Big,
the
like
biggest
we
thing.
have great sponsors, but we need a lot more of great sponsors.
And we have
to help
great
with that.
personalities. So
Yeah.
here we are.
Sponsor me now.
Yeah. It's just so hard asking. For us, it's like asking for money. It's just
It's hard.
I get
something that
it.
doesn't agree with us.
Yeah.
You know, just how we grew up, and I don't know, it's just not something. It's hard to sell yourself.
You got to
Really.
think on a perspective that, like, when I was looking for sponsors, I was like, okay, sure, there's like my dad's buddy that's got a business that wants to help me out or whatever, but like, what can I actually help you sell?
Yeah.
Like, are you a carpet place? Are you a general contractor? Can I actually feed people your way?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already going to tell people whether you sponsor me or not, because that, whatever. But
Yeah.
still, can I actually physically show that I can bring people your way?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of our sponsors, you know, for years, like it was kind of subcontractors or help of like
Yep.
our fathers, because our dad builds homes.
Yeah.
And
Or
has for
trucking companies
forever,
or
you know,
yeah.
but local
bars.
trucking companies, local bars, like it's all people that we know that are willing to help us do what we love, you know. It'd be nice if some of those bigger companies out there, you know, like I've reached out to so many, and it just, you try so hard, and it's like at a point you reach, you're just like, I'm so sick, it just feels like I'm begging. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
get
Like
that.
I get so burnt out from it every year. It's like you reach out, you know, you try and put together a good proposal, and you're like, hey, this is what I want to do. Like even like comes down to like media.
Yeah.
You know how expensive a media package is?
It's huge now.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, it used
know,
to be.
But
you-
you need it.
Used
You know,
to
it's insane.
used to be able to give like $100 to, I think it was like race one
Mm-hmm.
or something back in the day, and you'd get a whole portfolio of pictures.
Yeah.
And
Well,
now
that was
it's-
like, you remember back in Snowcross?
Yeah,
Where
you could go
at the
pick
end
off
of
the
the
board
weekend-
and you'd buy your pictures.
Yeah.
and
At the
shit.
end of the weekend, they had all the pictures on the board. You just go out there and
already printed. Just,
grab a
I want
couple,
that
grab
one,
a
you
couple,
know?
grab a couple.
If you want
That's
the
awesome.
digital file, you can get it. But like,
Obviously before like social media or the rise of it, but
yeah.
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 But like now, social media, like videography, everything is such a big thing. But
Oh, yeah.
there's obviously a price to it, which I agree with. Like, I understand why it's that expensive. You know,
Mhm.
like these people that are doing it, like they're doing good quality work and they got expensive equipment. Like I understand all of it. It's
Yep.
just when you don't have a sponsor to help put it towards that, it's hard to get a media package to help grow your program. You know,
Yep.
it's like do you bite the bullet and just go for it and hope it works out, or do you
Yeah.
not?
Mhm.
You
I
know, it's
just
a gamble.
I just had this idea come to my head. You know, like you said, expensive equipment, all that stuff. That's great for like the pro guys that need that media. But what if Champ starts letting in more amateur level photography, videography, that they can get their feet wet? They're just using like a DSLR camera. It's not a $10,000 red or anything.
Yep.
And then the sportsman can use that as their outlet.
Yeah.
It can be the cheaper cost because they're a student that's about to graduate or is graduating,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
No,
seems
for
seems like a great idea until insurance gets involved on that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
And
I think there's a bunch of red
Well, I
tape
think it
and-
even goes like both ways, like sportsmen trying to work their way up, and then also you get these camera people, videographers that are trying to like work their way up too. And
Obviously,
they're
they
the
want to
same-
climb too, you know,
Yeah.
and grow.
Yeah.
To
But
get
they're-
up to like, you know, Impulse or whatever, you know, just
Yeah.
like starting from the bottom with just a plain Jane camera, you know,
Yeah.
shooting sportsmen, and then all of a sudden they can move up now too.
Yeah.
As they're
Right.
shooting more people, I think
I know
that's a good idea.
I know photographers are shooting behind the fence because
Yeah.
And that's our photographer.
That's all
does
we
that,
have.
You
Yeah.
know, like for years, our aunt would do it.
Yep.
You know, and she did really good at it too. She'd go on the track. She's paying all the fees to do it and everything. And like we didn't pay her to, like, she was doing it on her own. That was like her
Hobby.
contribution to us, which was awesome. You know, obviously, like, she doesn't want to do it forever. Like, it burns her out. You know, so we looked other routes. You know, and that's when I started looking at all these media packages, and there are good ones out there. You know, like JD Media, he's a good dude. He's got good footage too, but it's still just to put that package together and say, okay, I'm going to spend that on this instead of buying a set of tires.
Yeah.
It's tough to do that. It's like if you have a sponsor that basically just pays for that for the year, so you don't even have to worry about it. You don't see the money in, you don't see the money out.
Yep.
I feel like, to me, that mindset just helps a lot more. So I think that's a big thing that would just help take, like, the edge off of stuff, you know, because
For sure.
you need that media to help that program grow.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to nowadays. It's just media. Like, everybody wants to see your social, your numbers, everything. It's like, this is what I got. Like, I'm sorry it's not that much, but, like, I'm trying to grow it. But, like, what do you expect us to do? Like,
Yeah.
I think just off-road in general, media stuff, even podcasts, stuff like that, like, it just surprises the heck out of me that the numbers are not 10 times more. But I also think, like, more racers, more fans could engage. Like, there's been many times that I've commented on something on a racer and it goes unreplied.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys, let's step it up. Like, we got people engaging, and that's what's going to drive numbers. Let's make this the best sport that it really is.
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
I honestly, like, if we want to keep going on that, like, just the streaming side of it too. Personally, Flow Sports sucks. Like, I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care
Yeah.
who hears it.
I think everyone
it
agrees.
is.
Everyone
Like,
agrees.
Unless
you're circle track.
like, we literally
Yeah,
we
that's
have
true.
it, and I'm sure every other racer knows this. So I'm just speaking probably what they're thinking. Like, you pay for Flow. We already pay to do all this other stuff, but you pay for Flow so you can go rewatch your races. We have family at home, like my grandma, my aunt. Like, well, they buy their own subscription because they want to watch. Well, you can't buy one because you can't watch at the same time. So then they're buying two, and it's like, I get Flow's getting money from it, but the coverage sucks. Like, when Champ first started, was the best streaming they ever had, personally, because you'd go right to champoffroad.com.
Yep.
You'd click on demand.
Click on your class.
You click on demand. You click on your class, and take you right to it, and you watch just your class, and done. Like, it was so simple. Now I sit there and
Oh
I
my God,
search.
it's so nice.
I search ERX, and it doesn't
Good
come
luck.
up until I scroll halfway down.
Yeah.
I'm like, what else is named ERX?
Yeah.
It's
Or most
nothing.
time it's just highlights. And you can't even find the
It
actual
is
recap.
highlights. And then
Yeah, you
finally
gotta scroll all the
find-
way down.
Yeah.
You go through 5 years of full replays, and then it's like, oh, okay, there's the one I want.
Yeah.
It's like, why make it so hard, you know?
I will slightly defend it. If you go on the actual, like, web page, it is 10 times better than dealing it on your phone.
Is it?
Yeah,
I've
like-
only done it on TV
Yep.
or phone. I've never done it on the website. So if that is
So-
correct, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, but either way, I'm in agreement. Like, it's frustrating from, like, we're trying to grow the sport,
Yep.
and we're putting the growth of the sport behind a paywall that a lot of people aren't willing to pay. And, like, for example, we went to the Mid 400, and all that was live streamed for free. And, like, you went out there and you could see the amount of people in that stream was just 100 times more probably than.
Oh, right.
So you're just, to my personal opinion, you're just limiting the growth of the sport by
Yeah.
putting it behind a paywall.
Right.
Sure.
You
I
know
think,
what?
I think I said it best when we did our Mint 400 review. How come the series or the race that has free viewing has 3 to 4 helicopters in the sky taking video, and the one that has the paywall has a drone or two?
Right.
Yeah.
If
big
you're
difference.
lucky.
Yeah. I guess the
And
one thing
drone
too.
guy does good, but
Yeah.
does really
Oh yeah, for
yeah.
sure. But the
His shit's
one
wicked.
thing too is, like, you go on Facebook, I guess, and you see the Flow Sports when they repost, whatever, like Nick Visser flipping off Wyatt Miller.
Yeah.
But it has thousands of views
It does.
on it.
Yeah.
I mean, which is good. Obviously, like the cup race too has so many views on it.
Yeah.
But
this is like, I think we are in a pinnacle of media for this year.
for sure.
I honestly think.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it only goes up from here. Like, hopefully people, like, keep staying engaged with it. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And it's for sure on the racers too. Like, keep posting stuff and keep commenting and replying to people is the biggest thing.
Yeah, I think it was over the weekend in an interview we had at the track. It might have been with Ronnie Anderson. I can't fully, but, like, another point he made is we have such a short season to capitalize on it, and then the sport just goes dark for the, like, months on
Yeah.
months.
For the cold winter.
Well, then
Yeah.
it's just snowcross. But yeah, if they could post more during winter months, which I think I think they did a little bit.
It's all been improving. I will say.
It has 100%.
I think most
It's
of it was
been
just like
improving.
the countdown numbers and trucks that they posted with the same numbers, the countdown up to race season. But other than that, I mean, they have so much content they can post.
Yeah.
Like literally, like so much.
Well,
But-
even if you think back in like the earlier days, like they had the ice races or the snow races where they went up and raced
The
like
Frozen
John-
Rush.
Is that-
Yeah, Frozen
Is that
Rush.
That was one time.
Maine
I
or
wish they do
something?
that
Was
again.
it-
That was
Oh,
so
God.
sick.
Well, I think
That was in Aspen,
Crandon
right?
was supposed to do it. They were going to put one
Yeah.
on. Is what I heard as a
Yeah.
rumor. That would have been
Yeah.
freaking wicked.
Yeah.
But
Stu
that's the
Lena
thing
would-
is like
I would have put my freaking bundle on and
Oh yeah.
been out on the hill.
Yeah,
right, I
for
would've.
sure.
yeah,
Start a
that's
fire
just
out
like
there? Yeah.
one thing like they could do is in the off season. It doesn't have to be every single class,
Yeah.
but throw together something just to keep the fans engaged throughout
Yeah.
the off season.
And honestly, like, because it's in winter too, like, no one's gonna want to sit there all day. So even if you have like 2 trucks or 3 trucks or 4 trucks per class or whatever, like that's gonna bring in a crowd for sure.
Yeah.
Especially like us Midwest guys that actually like follow the racing, like it's definitely gonna bring in people. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because
I
what
would
else do we
agree.
do in the winter?
Not
Besides
ice fish.
and drink and snowmobile maybe if there's any snow.
Snowboarding if you're still
We'd
young.
start a fire
Yeah.
on the hill and
Break
we'd
a
grab
wrist.
a cooler of beer and we'd sit there and
You
we'd
know how
watch,
sick
you
that
know?
would be?
It'd be
If you
wicked.
could just start a little campfire on the hill and you had all these people around, like, oh my god, that would be sick.
Be like the water skipping. Up
You
in-
keep on wanting to start a
wherever
fire there, Mr. Brian Deegan.
blows up cars. What's
Yeah.
up, man?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Not as
good.
good as Tito, but you know.
Yeah.
So, all right, we still have a sight lap question, but
That's right.
there's a tangent here that I got to ask.
Yep.
All right, you brought up the Miller situation in Visser.
Mhm.
All right, what's your take on it? The actual racing of it, not the.
The pass.
Yeah.
I can't say quite because I haven't seen everything that happens
Okay.
previously. You know, based on what I just saw, like it was probably a little bit of I don't know. It was kind of aggressive, but it's last lap.
Yeah, it was
Like-
last lap, wasn't it?
Like it's last lap. Like
I think.
I mean, he kind of went for it. You know, obviously, if I was Visser, I'd be pissed too because it's like, well, what the hell? But it's not like he fully cleaned him out, put him into a wall. Like
Yep.
he definitely I mean, it wasn't even a door; it was a bumper. But like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, it was a decent pass, but I understand where Visser's coming from because I also like to be driven clean. But it's not like it was like super dirty.
Yeah.
I think it's more like a heat of the moment thing
Yeah.
on Nick's part. I would think, but I don't know previously what's all
Yeah. Neither
what
do I.
all went down, so I can't really say.
Yeah.
too
But
much
I
on
do
that.
agree with you though. Like it's not super aggressive, but
It
I mean,
wasn't. Like-
like pro racing, if you leave that door open a little bit, they're gonna take it.
Especially on the
all day
last
long.
lap. Like
So-
last lap, 2 turns ago. Like, I'm probably gonna try and do the same thing. Obviously, I don't want to clean the guy out.
Yeah.
So if it looks like I'm going to do that, well, then I'm probably going to back out of it.
Yeah.
But if I get a good chance to bump into him or door him, like, and it's not going to take him out, like, I'm probably going to do it, you know, which is
And-
essentially what he did.
I mean, even if you watch the replay, Visser has contact after what he gets to his
Oh, he-
bumper, so he has a chance to
he
at
didn't
least
just give his bumper. He
Yeah.
hit him off the jump.
Yeah, he was
you know, I
hit
saw
him
that,
off the jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
which didn't really
I
do
think
anything.
I think that was
Luckily,
red. That was all just red.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
His eyes definitely rolled back, and he's like, "I'm coming for you."
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess my take on it is that like the line trajectory, even when they tag, it looks like front wheel to front wheel.
Well,
Even when Miller dissipates that energy, he still floats after Visser and him make contact. He still floats all the way to that concrete wall,
yeah.
which tells me that it was a non-normal race line. Like he went outside to inside and was depending on either the rolling barrier
Yeah.
or him to clear.
Yeah.
He was going to clear him at the apex.
Yep.
Was the thought. But
I did see too. It looked like he was full tilt to the left though when he was like coming in there. Like he did have the good run into it,
Yeah.
but he was full tilt to the left. So he did drive it in hard, but I mean he wasn't like turning into him. Kind of.
No,
thing,
yeah,
you know.
I
Yeah.
think he knew he was going to hit him.
Oh yeah,
He
for
just
sure.
didn't know how hard he was going to hit
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I think it was a matter of he underestimated the understeer.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
The
know, and
contact
like,
was guaranteed.
like I said,
matter what.
Oh,
from,
yeah.
from
Yeah.
Nick's point of view, I definitely would have been pissed if I
I
got
would've
hit
been
by a
pissed, too.
13-year-old too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
Well,
like,
you even take
all of
the
us
take
would
the
be-
age out of it,
You
and
know, right.
yeah, and it's still like you put another whatever you put
VDE.
VDE in that situation, and they're still going to be pissed.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be-
Guaranteed.
I would probably be pissed too.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. All right, since we're talking about ERX incidents, let's just pound it out right away.
Okay.
Okay.
What else you got?
The you guys watched it obviously, but you didn't watch it live.
I think I watched most. I didn't watch it live.
Yeah.
I watched back a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
What class?
Connor Berry, Pro Light, and Funk.
And
Yeah, that was
Funk.
bad.
Yeah. I actually just listened to Tito's
Yep.
with Funk, but that was
Is he all right?
yeah.
They're all
He said
okay,
he's
yeah.
perfect.
Is he good? Oh,
He said
Yeah.
he hurt his elbow or something, but he's totally fine now.
He thought
His-
he broke
'cause
his
I never
arm because
heard.
it, like, as
Yeah.
you see the end card, he like
It looked like he
slaps.
should have broke like a lot of shit.
Like
Yeah, his
whiplash
in
and
gnarly.
collarbone and
That thing was rolling.
dude.
Somebody
I feel
needs-
so bad for
Somebody
him.
needs to ship a full containment seat to him.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to ship him a truck. That one's chunk.
I think
He's already got
yeah,
one
he is
on the
getting
way.
a truck, isn't he?
Really?
Yeah.
West
From
Coast,
where?
West
He's-
Coast truck.
I heard he's missing Lena, but he's gonna make the rest of them.
Really? Well, good
That's
for him.
crazy.
Besides Glenn Helen.
That's
I
cool.
think.
Yeah, I've been in contact with him, and he's got a truck coming from the west.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Huh.
thing, like, just in the video, you can see it as it stops. You're like, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, to fix that, like, not even worth it, you know?
Yeah.
So incident wise,
I mean, it's a tough situation, but I guess that hill is a no contact, so I guess it's kind of on Barry, for the most part. But other than that, it's like it is a racing incident. Especially coming out of that turn, there's a lot of, well, I guess the sunset is a big thing at ERX too. So it depends where the sun was at, roost wise, what Connor was feeling. But yeah, and if Connor let off that little bit and then Funk just snapped, I guess there's no way to fight that or control that. So I don't know what you've seen, but
I mean, from what I saw, like, the way I envisioned it going, just at, like, if I'm picturing being in even just Barry's seat right now, like, he's got a face full of roost.
yeah,
He probably can't see how close Funk is. Like, he knows he's there. Then again, like, you think about it, like, Barry could back off a little bit too, but how close is the guy behind him?
mm-hmm.
Like, in that split of a second, like, all these things are probably going through your head,
Yeah.
and he probably can't see, so he's like, well, shit, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like, maybe he could see, but to me, it's a racing deal. Like, I don't think he would ever intentionally do that, because he seems like a really nice kid.
he's a
too,
nice kid. Yeah,
so I don't think he would ever do that. I don't know personally, but
yeah.
I think it was more of a
that,
racing deal.
I think that he was on that right tire, kind of coming up to it. I feel like as a racer, like you feel like maybe you'll get that edge where you can kind of touch side by side before you hit the jump.
I think
Maybe
it was
he thought he
bumper
had
to
a
bumper,
he
though,
was
wasn't
bump-
it?
he was
It was,
front
Was it
it was
bumper to
literally-
bumper?
It was bumper to bumper. Like, it looked like
disregard that
he
then.
just pushed, looked like he just pushed him right off the lip, is what I thought I saw.
yeah, it was.
Well,
so
It was weird.
I thought
Like,
he
it
was
shouldn't
on
have
his left
snapped-
side,
It shouldn't
or
have
right
went
side.
as much as
No,
it did.
I
it
thought
was
he
a-
was pushing him kind of, and then
No,
it just
he
snapped.
never got side by side. But that's like the thing too. Like if you watch a replay, it's so hard because we're not in the seat.
Right.
Yeah.
But like in the replay, you could see he's giving the bumps throughout the corner
Was he
too.
up it?
A little bit. So he had to know he was that close because he bumped him a couple times before
Yeah.
the lip.
Okay.
Yeah.
the
I don't know, and it's weird.
the insight I got was that Funk moves across in front of Connor Berry about like halfway up that hill, maybe more towards the bottom, the bottom half, and he gets Roose blasted.
Yeah.
And he's still just trying to stay current pace, like you guys were saying.
Right.
You got people behind you to worry about
Yeah.
too.
You don't want to let off.
And when he pulled his tear off and he seen that he was like making contact, because maybe you guys can attest to it and I can attest that like even on the restart, when you're trying to stay that close but that much speed,
Yep.
now you put Roose in the factor. I mean, I've been to Dirt City and I got roosted and I fucking blew turn one and hit the wall. Sideways. I wasn't going straight.
At least he made. Tried
at
to
least
turn.
he
I knew I had to make the turn, but it was
Yeah,
like,
we should paint that
Didn't know
white or
when you had to
something.
make- didn't know when
it
you
don't
had
matter
to
if
make
it's white. This is all black.
yeah.
So like the Roose factor is just so high on that, and I ultimately think it's got to be his fault, but
Yeah. I think it is. I think the Roose is probably the biggest factor.
I'd like to see data,
Right.
and I think I said this all in our recap, but I'd like to see data, maybe even Funk lifts.
Yeah.
He
and
lifts and then
I
it
feel like
causes.
those guys have to lift, at the top of that. I mean, otherwise, if he stays in it, like he's probably nose high, like the wind might catch it. I
Yep.
think those guys do lift at the top. I would think just to make those trucks float nicer through the air.
Yeah, I don't think on a start. I think those guys are.
I don't know.
Be a good
You're
question.
you're carrying just as much speed as you would a normal time because I mean you got a lot of momentum coming out of one shooting up there.
Yeah. Well, and that's
That's
the
my
thing.
mission. I
Like
got to ask
should
one of
ask
them.
him.
when you jump off and into one there, you're carrying so much side momentum. You're carrying almost the same speed if you were,
Yeah, right.
no matter where you were.
Right. So I think even on the start, and it all depends. Like maybe Funk's truck all day was catching wind, you know.
Yeah,
So
and he was-
maybe he did check up.
Yeah.
Since you
I
can't
don't-
drill
but, like-
holes in roofs or
Yeah.
in hoods
Right.
anymore.
And obviously, I don't think he's really going to remember because that shit
That's-
happened so quick. Like,
Yeah.
nobody remembers that stuff, you know. But
But I'm looking forward. He's got a comeback story.
what
on
type
it.
of truck, a chassis he bought?
I only have speculation.
Yeah.
He didn't reveal enough information.
No. Well, good for him,
They're
though.
keeping it under wraps.
Yeah.
But I know he's got a lot of good connections.
Good.
With RJ on his team and all that. So I only have speculation. I don't want to put out speculation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good
I
for
get
him,
it.
though.
Yep.
So, of all your racing years, who do you feel is the highest skilled competitor you've competed against?
CJ Greaves.
Oh, on the mic.
CJ Greaves, 100%.
Yeah. CJ.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's the weird part is like, it's not weird, but it's like, even when I was in pro stock and I was racing against CJ, I'm like, man, am I really racing against CJ? Should I
Right.
really be racing against him?
Yeah. Right.
Is this even allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, especially most of the time too, you're running the race and you feel like you're throwing on a heater, or you're like on someone the whole time, and all of a sudden CJ
It's right around
right
the
past
outside.
it. You're like,
See you later.
What
It's
the-
like, what am I doing
how?
wrong?
Yeah.
You know, that dude's so calculated.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, this
I
year
don't
though,
know,
it's
crazy.
like Owen.
Owen is on.
Dude, he's on a tear.
Yeah.
That kid's so
both
fast.
Dude's
both of his vehicles
Yeah.
are on rails.
Yeah.
He's like on a mission this year just to like
Oh
say,
my God.
screw you guys. Like, I want to be the top dog. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
he's definitely on one.
Dude, he is ripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
But
sure.
he's got, I mean, he started in, was he in Sportsman UTV?
He was.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. 'Cause
I raced him.
Yeah,
You
Dylan
raced-
raced
yeah.
him.
Yep. I did. I think did Kyle. He
I
might
don't
have
know.
started before I started. No.
No. He would have been like 9.
Yeah. When I raced, it was me. No, it was me, Owen, Johnny Holcher, Trevor. Who else
Dexter.
was in there?
Liebergen,
C-Pod was in there.
C-Pod.
Yeah. I mean, I was in there somewhere.
You were-
So
Yeah.
I was pro stock and I
I'm
went
trying
to
to think what year. What year
Sportsman.
did you start race side by side?
the first year, so I was 2016.
Okay.
But there was only ERX, Park
Were
River
you-
Crandon.
Yeah, I must have been in Sportsman then. I'm trying to think when I moved to like Pro-Am. But either way,
Yeah.
like there was a lot of decent drivers. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Owen would have been, he did Pro-Am and then I think he went right to Pro Stock from there. Because they didn't,
So, yeah.
or Pro, he went from
Sportsman,
Sportsman
pro stock.
to Pro Stock.
I
'Cause
don't
They didn't
think-
have Pro-Am at that
Yeah,
time.
he didn't do
Yeah,
pro. Am, I don't think.
2017 they made Sportsman UTV. Because then I was like, 2016 I was pro stock. I'll just continue being pro stock. Then everybody showed up that had money and all that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
A lot of backing.
I guess I go to Sportsman.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But no, there's a lot of good drivers now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the UTV class feeds for Pro 2, Pro 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be curious to see, like, are a lot of these guys going to move up, or are they going to stay with the side-by-side program, especially if they're getting good backing? Like, why
Yeah.
move up if
I think they stay.
why
with
move up if you're getting enough backing that like you can almost do it full time and
It.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you don't have to really spend much of your own money.
I mean,
And I'm just speculating, like I obviously don't know their budgets, but like to me, if I could get enough money to basically race a UTV for free, and go work my job and just come and do that and not have to really worry about my personal checkbook, I probably wouldn't move up either. Like if I had a company like a Can-Am or a Yamaha or a Polaris, like if one of them companies was backing me enough to go and do it and say, here, go play in the summer,
Yeah.
I wouldn't move up.
I mean, we got all the manufacturers right now. We got Polaris, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Honda.
Right? Yeah.
That's been playing ball.
No Kawasaki's though, but I don't know if there's any of those cars that would even compete.
I don't know.
I mean, you got some other like CF Moto.
CF Moto. Yeah.
They're getting bigger, but they don't really have a car that would compete yet.
No.
I think we're going to have
There's another one out there. What is it?
I think Rumor Mill's given us some indications there might be some manufacturer change ups next year as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
I
Spill it.
No.
Speculations, or
you
you
can
Spill
you can Google Yamaha, and I'm thinking they might not be in the UTV game anymore.
Don't say that. I guess something.
Well, they're out of the
You
snowmobile
told me
game.
to spill it.
Well, don't spill that.
By the way, my race car is for sale.
Cut that out.
Go
Hey,
on Marketplace.
what do you guys got for sale?
It's been for sale
Both
for
cars
3 years.
for sale now.
I've had a Polaris for sale since 2021.
You
Still have it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy
jeez.
shit.
It's in a semi trailer with Dude, I listed it for 10 grand, and it's got 10 grand in spares that go with it. I mean,
Isn't it sad?
you can whack the wall 2, maybe
just
3
part it out.
times,
Just part it
and
out.
still have enough parts.
When was the last time you listed it? Somebody would definitely buy that for like a Youth 1000. That class is growing.
Yeah,
maybe.
but they,
You ever think about that?
I tried to even give it to a Youth 1000
Oh,
because I had a niece that needed to move up in my eyes. They won't let it because it's too much of a race car. And I said, well, aren't we racing race cars?
I guess
What
you're
the
gonna
hell?
have to- you're gonna have to wait a year.
That doesn't make sense.
The youth class is backed by Polaris heavily, and they want these things to look like trail machines that are safe.
Okay.
Well, when you show up with aluminum and the cage is almost the height of, the doors as a stock Polaris,
Yeah.
then yeah, it's an issue. So yeah.
We always joke that I'll bring it out of the trailer and I'll just go race it. He always tells me I can.
Yeah,
Sure.
he totally.
Do it.
Yeah, David.
Do it.
David has never been in behind the race wheel of a race machine on a
Correct.
track.
You know what?
Have you even been for a hot lap, like a sight lap, like a
Nope.
charity lap or something?
David and Tito. 1v1.
Oh God.
1v1 at Lena.
Light buggy versus sportsman side by side.
After Pro 4.
I'd pay to watch this.
What are they racing?
We're taking a shove Tito. Oh, it was a single buggy. Parsons single. No, was it Parsons?
Was
Yeah,
single
they
buggy?
were talking about Parsons.
They were going to
for-
shove
Well-
Parsons. I think in Parsons single buggy.
I seen Keeble inside a UTV.
Yeah,
So I think
that's-
Tito could probably get that UTV.
Jeffrey's soft though. He won't race it.
Oh.
No, Jeffrey won't.
Tito's all talk.
Yeah, Tito's all
I
that.
could see you racing. Though.
Tito
You're
loves
not
skiing.
talk. You'd race it.
Oh yeah,
100%.
strap me in. I don't care.
Tito's all talk.
Dude, that would be sick. You should do it.
It's got to be. I like the UTV to UTV, because then at least my thing gets used.
Right?
Plus-
That'd be badass.
Plus, I feel like I was a decent driver, but I'm a way better mechanic.
100% have to be something that I don't need to shift in. Otherwise, we're going to need some shifting lessons.
No, Polaris, dump that thing.
You don't know
in
how
high.
to shift?
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Just grab
Never
the gear,
had. Yeah.
Just
When
Not
it gets
even-
really loud, shift.
Not even a pit, not even a pit. Well, your pit bike's auto manual.
Yeah.
dude.
Is it?
No, it's automatic. Oh, I guess I do shift. it.
Semi-auto.
Yeah, semi-auto.
No
yeah.
clutch.
so you just need
No
paddle
clutch.
shifters then.
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
You
if
can
it's
do that.
paddle
They
shifting, I
make
could do
cars
that.
with that. Just go drive around and start whacking some gears together. In cars.
I know a guy.
No, we got
I
a
know a guy.
Polaris in the trailer.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to sell the Polaris. Sorry.
I don't even want to buy it. I just want to take it on a track.
Anytime, man. Just needs a little prep. Needs a battery and probably some air in the tires.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of fields by us, so
Yeah.
if you ever get bored.
I might have an in if you want to come practice on the track.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh.
That's true, yeah. But you know the worst part about that is? I'm going to get the itch.
That's what we need,
That's
though.
all right.
The only thing
You
that's
gotta get back in it.
Got to get out of the bushes.
The only thing that's stopping me from getting a pro spec is that I got to race with kids.
You gotta go. It's a valid point.
And I think like I'm happy. I'm doing it as a hobby.
Yeah.
I'm not making money off this.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
I'm-
I've come
I'm
to
a
realize
happy-
pretty
That's the
much.
point that we're at too.
I'm a happy mid tier guy, but not if it's to a bunch of 13-year-olds. I'm gonna feel bad at the end
Well,
of the
next
day.
year he'll be 14. By the
Okay.
time you get your truck built,
My
Is he
goal-
13?
I think he's.
Yeah,
Why
I
is
think
13?
13.
Yeah.
God, that's wild.
What are you doing at 13?
I mean Avery's
Yeah.
14, and I mean my goal is I got
Not
three
racing
kids. I'm just
trucks.
gonna
It was the year before I raced light
You're
buggy.
dumping dirt bikes at Pine Ridge.
No, that was the year before that. I don't know what I was doing.
I don't know what I was doing. I don't remember.
I was pedaling my bike around.
It's probably still pissing to
Probably.
bed.
Oh, good stuff. So, let's jump a little bit and talk about the race team. So, tell us a little bit about how Broken Dirty Motorsports came about and how you guys got intertwined with it, or how that all started.
Who had the name for
I think it was our
Broken
mom.
Dirty? Was it mom?
Yeah, we were trying to come up with all sorts of names. So initially it was it? Were you there yet? I don't think you were racing yet. You might have been. Either way. So it was me. If it could have been Tyson and I. And then it was Mark Peterson with the Pro 2.
Yep.
It might have been like the first year he got that truck. He was running a super truck, right?
Yep.
Is that the
Yeah.
sporty,
42.
a super truck at the time.
Yeah, I think it might have went Super Truck then Sporty too.
I think so.
I think
I think
yeah.
that's right. So
Then-
it's
yeah.
super truck. So yeah, we were trying to think of names, and I don't know how it came about. I think it was our mom one day was just like, how about like Broken Dirty? And we're all like, well, that's really convenient. You know, we're all broke and everything's freaking dirty. Like, this is great.
Makes sense. Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of how the name came about. I know it's not like super crazy or exciting, but that's kind of how the name came about. You know, and then from there, I don't know.
What?
I'm trying to think where I was going with that.
You tell me.
I think you guys sell a lot of merch or sold a lot of merch.
We did.
Yeah.
Initially, we did.
I think
that
everyone
was
just
when-
loved the Broken Dirty name.
Right.
Especially
think
for like
the saying-
Midwest.
yeah.
Like all the trail riders and whatever else, even farmers too. It's like Broken Dirty. That's like the thing. Like
Right.
we'll go to like restaurants and a lot of time it's like a big group of us going and pretty much all we wear is like Broken Dirty stuff. So you go to like restaurants or you go to like the airport or whatever and everyone's like, oh my God, I love your shirt. Like what is it? And you're
Yeah.
like, then you try and explain it and no one really gets
Yeah,
it.
they're like, I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's just racing. They're like, oh,
what I
nice.
could start doing now is you whip out your phone and like, well, follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, yeah, you could.
Or you turn your King koozie and you'd be like, hey, scan this.
You just start
scan
carrying
it.
merch in the
Yeah.
back of your car everywhere.
Might have
I could
to.
sell you a shirt though.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Definitely at the beginning, you know, so like kind of like the whole team. So like it started with that Sporty 2, you know, and everybody was really eyes on the Sporty 2. You know,
Yep.
we had a light buggy. There might have been, I don't know if Joe was around. I think Joe was done by that time. We had another
Joe
guy that
McGee.
was racing
Yep.
a single buggy. You know, so it was just all family friends from Lena, you know, so it was a lot of fun that way.
Yep.
So like the Sporty 2, you know, it went Super Truck Sporty 2. So like as that Pro 2 kept moving up, people were like, oh, you know, like Broken Dirty, like love the name, you know. So that's when we were selling merch at the track.
Yeah.
You know, and we did great like on sales of
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff. Like it's not we were making much off of it. Anything we would make, we'd buy more merch with and then sell it again and buy
Yeah,
more. Like
it's not like we'd make anything, but we'd sell out of everything.
and it was cool because
Instantly.
there's so many people wearing
Yeah.
it. You know, like people are messaging us, where
Well,
can
that's
we
when-
find you? You know, and that's when we had the semi. We were on the pavement.
Yeah,
like,
because we were on the blacktop.
Right.
That was like the biggest thing because we were right across from Greaves.
yeah.
So people just like loved it.
That's
Yeah,
a
we were
big
next to
times.
Yeah.
Horde. Next to Horde,
Big
and we were
time.
right across from Greaves. Like,
Yes.
Big red,
Great spot.
big ass red
It,
semi.
it was a good spot.
yeah.
Oh
you
my
know,
God. Yeah, it was perfect.
It was fun, and it was fun under the tent.
Oh, yeah.
We had some,
We had some
parties.
karaoke.
It was a good time. So yeah, but now obviously we do like the online sales. So like our apparel sale is definitely taking
It's
a lot
down.
of a hit, but everything's so expensive.
I
now.
think
like,
it definitely.
to buy merch and do that, like
Yeah.
it won't cost us nearly what it. You know, it costs us way more now than what it did when we
Oh,
first
for sure.
started all that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the no-touch logistics of it that have kind of evolved, like Racer on Demand and
yep.
who's the other one? Ultra
Hometown, I believe.
Hometown.
That's Amber. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go through Amber for
What is
all
it?
HTSA,
Home
Yeah.
team.
Home Team Sports and Apparel.
Team.
Horse
Yeah,
barrel.
so like you can have your own little website
Yep.
almost.
It's a web page.
People
you go
just
on there.
order and it gets shipped to them. Or
Yeah, you can ship
Yeah.
it to them. You can pick it
That's-
up from us. You can pick it up from her.
That's
like,
what I do. That's how I
Yeah.
get all my Broken Dirty stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's simple.
I do like it, but I wish that we would still buy a bulk order
We
Yeah.
got some.
because I
We're
feel
gonna
like
have some at Lena.
There you go.
yeah, just so you know.
So-
We will.
At Lena.
You're
So-
gonna sell
I
out
already
for
sold
sure.
some of it, and I didn't
Yeah.
even know I was gonna sell it yet.
Yeah, but that's just how it goes.
But yeah, so we got some.
So is it new school stuff or old school stuff?
Dylan's got it on right now.
Oh, there you
Blue.
go.
We
That's
went
cool.
blue, and then once we went blue, we realized everybody else is blue.
Yeah,
So we messed up there.
literally everyone
Ah.
is blue.
CJ's blue, Boodle's blue, Kearns is blue.
All
Everybody's
Yeah.
freaking
Everybody's.
That's
blue. We
I
changed
said
it
that.
one time.
That's like the white last year. Oh, that was nice.
I said that when we were at ERX, like in the side by side race, there's like 5 blue cars
Yeah.
in a line. I was like,
Yeah.
can anyone just pick anything but blue?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
And the green popped, you know, and I'm like, all right, but Kearns is green in a Yamaha,
Yep.
like last year. I'm like, you know, we'll go blue, you know. We're doing everything blue, getting it ready, and he posts he got, you know, sponsorship with Yamaha, now he's blue. I'm like, cocksucker. Now, now everybody looks the same again.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So do you believe in the green as superstitious on a race car? Obviously not, I would assume.
No,
No.
I think I had better luck this year on blue than I did in green last year.
Oh no,
Yeah, you would
superstition is alive.
Yeah.
You just have had shit luck
I,
a lot.
I don't know.
I mean, last year was rough for you.
Oh, it sucked.
And then, I mean, we only raced one race and you got fucking ass packed by
Polaris.
Polaris
Not gonna name
97.
names.
Well, you might as well now.
I should put the
Yeah.
Band-Aid sticker on my car that they used to hand
Yeah.
out.
That's
Every
funny.
time you two see each other.
Dude, I don't know if he intends to or not, but that guy's hit me so many times.
Yeah.
Still not
Who's
gonna-
that
I'm not
guy?
going to say the name.
Who's that
I'm not
guy?
going to say the
He
name.
already said the number. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like, and like I
Watch
like I
your
said,
back.
I don't know if he intends to, but like that guy's hit me a lot, and like he's broken a decent amount of shit, and it's like
Gets frustrating.
one of those things. It does because it's like you get home from work and you're like go there and you're like, I don't want to freaking work on this thing. Like I didn't touch my car,
Well,
so it
especially
was
when you
broke
cut
at-
apart half the rear end, and
Well,
you're
right.
like, you got to do it all again.
I had to cut apart, and then it sat for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I should probably fix
Yeah.
that, you know. But luckily, we had a good break from Wheatland to
Yeah.
now.
Well, we had what,
Made a.
almost 3 months.
Hopefully it's fixed
I just
by
got
then.
it done like 2
It
weeks.
was a good
ago.
break though. Like I'm so excited to go race Lena. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
can't
everybody else
even-
is burnt out. We're just jacked.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I'm so stoked.
I shouldn't say everybody. There's a handful, I'm sure, that are just burnt out.
Yeah,
But we're just.
I'm sure
like-
Owen's probably way up there.
I'm sure. Yeah, he's just jacked.
Yeah.
So you kind of brought it up when we were talking about Broken Dirty, but how did you get involved with Mark Peterson in that
Oh.
program?
Yeah, you did. You did kind of ask how we got involved. That I missed that part.
That's all right.
So our dad and Mark Peterson, they went to high school together, same grade. You know, best friends. They still are really good friends. I'd still call them best friends. So that's kind of how we got intertwined with them. Mark's daughters and their son. So I was like an age older than one of the daughters. He was the same age as the other daughter.
Yep.
And then the youngest son's just the youngest son. But like, we've always been close family friends. So that's kind of how we got intertwined with the Petersons, essentially. It's just family friends. My dad and, you know, their dad were really close. So that's how we got in with them pretty much. But yeah, it was a group effort, you know, of coming together to make Broken Dirty.
Does he still have his truck laying around?
No, that's
Johnny Halter,
Johnny Holter's truck.
Pro
Yeah,
2.
which is still a very competitive truck.
Does he still race that one?
He does,
That's the dinosaur. That's,
He just wrecked
Yeah.
it yesterday.
Yeah, I heard about that. I
Yeah,
seen.
he's testing and Lena and hit the wall and broke some shit.
Yeah, I seen Derek and Colton in the fast stop.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how's it going?
So they're
like,
probably
not
working
good."
on that right now.
Yeah,
But
I would
still
believe
is
so.
a good truck.
yeah.
Just putting
Still
that
is a
out.
good truck.
It,
I don't know how much work that they did to it already.
I don't-
but
yeah.
I'm
what
sure
year
it's-
was it? Because he won when it was Sporty 2. Like, was it the first Lena race that he
Yeah,
won?
that was like the heavy metal
Yeah,
race.
they had, a
wasn't it?
heavy,
metal.
they had a heavy metal race, and he won it. The truck was overheating.
We had to push it
It died before it could make it to where the podium
Yeah.
was, so we all pushed it to the podium.
because he cleared the finish and then he barely made it on the track,
Yeah,
and then
it
we had to
died.
push it to the podium.
I remember that. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
so
even remember.
awesome.
I don't even remember what happened to it. You know, I don't know if it overheated or what happened, but yeah, I remember all of us pushing
Yeah.
it. Like, we have a picture of it. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then there's a picture of all of us standing in front of it, but like,
Yep.
That's
super cool.
That was a super cool moment because it was like the big challenge at Lena.
Yeah.
And like he had so much win into that track, and for
I-
him to win was
Yep.
huge.
I think
Yeah,
that was
it
just
was
a sportsman
awesome.
race, wasn't it? I think that
think
was a
so.
sportsman
Might have
event
been.
only.
Sportsman and then heavy metal.
Yep, and they had like, I
It
think
was
that
like
was
the
the only
last.
pro.
Wasn't that like the
it wasn't
last
even
year?
pro.
Sporty 2?
I think it
I
could have
think
been.
it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, it could have
Yeah.
been.
But yeah, so it's pretty cool.
It's
Back in the rookie days.
Yeah.
So like when you guys just first started getting into this,
Mm-hmm.
what was like reach for the stars? Like you guys sitting in the garage and you're like, I'm gonna go to Pro 2 or something. What was?
Oh yeah.
I feel like
When we
dream
were-
was always Pro 4.
Oh right.
Of
When you're
course.
that young getting into it, you're like, I'm gonna race Pro 4. I'm gonna be like Johnny Greaves. You know,
Yep.
like that was always the goal. But
Yep.
like obviously you get older and wiser, and you're like, well, that's
Wiser.
not. I don't know if that's quite realistic.
Yeah.
You
Then
know?
you get your own checkbook and bank account, and you're like, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, but no, definitely the dream. You know, like
Yeah.
of course, like even if I could now, I still would love to.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
for
love
sure.
to move into a truck. You know, like I said, a lot of guys, you know, probably would stay in the UTVs. Like I would love to stay in the UTV, but I'd also like to pursue like a truck or something. You know,
Hey,
but
you get a pro spec, I'll get a pro spec. Well,
let's do
Yeah.
it.
we'll
Let's do it.
we'll
We've been
up that
talking
we'll
about
up that age.
Yeah,
We've been
somebody's got to
talking about it.
sponsor me. You know, us. Somebody's got to sponsor us. We
Us.
got to get some trucks. We need 3 trucks, 4 trucks right here
4 trucks. 4 trucks.
at Chevy. Where you at?
And them out.
No, but like that'd be the dream. You know, just to race trucks and like if I could
Yeah.
run a Pro 2 or like that'd be cool. You know, like do I think it's realistic right now? Probably not.
Probably not,
for
no.
us. You know, but is that the dream? Of course.
Yeah. It's always
That'd
been
be
the
super
dream.
cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. Who about you? You want to run a truck someday?
Yeah. Prospect.
2?
Prospect.
Pro 4?
Pro 2.
What's your dream?
Now that I got 3 kids, I would just like to.
Watch one of them.
Get them into
I would
it.
like to live through them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I can make my kids successful in racing,
That's cool.
I'd
yeah.
be happy.
Yeah.
No, I think that whole perspective changes. You know, once
Oh,
you
yeah.
have kids, it's like, that's where I'm like, you know, I don't know how many years it'll be till I have kids, but like it's probably gonna.
You got
get
a
to
dog?
That. I do have a dog, but
Yeah.
dog ain't gonna race.
So
Goes
you
to the races.
got you got fiance?
I do, yeah.
Okay, fiance or wife or
Nothing.
girlfriend?
Single.
Ready to mingle.
Single, by the way.
Phone number.
For anyone. Yeah.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
920.
Here's my QR code.
Yeah.
QR code.
QR code.
There.
You should have
get
put
tattooed.
one on the back of a koozie.
I should.
That'd be
My phone number.
thinking.
Phone number,
Yeah.
Snapchat, Instagram.
But
Email.
No, I can see that change though. Like that's cool.
There's
Yeah.
a really odd thing that happens, and it happened to me at Bark River, and it's when you get your first kid, and suddenly you're racing, and you go, I don't really have to try to make that gap. Do I really have to go that fast over the jump?
Oh, yeah.
And your mind just, and I've said this to a couple other pro drivers, and I think about 50% of them tell me, Johnny Greaves doesn't have that thought.
Yeah.
No.
He's just got gas pedal
That
down.
dude's got steel
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
guy he's wicked.
It's insane. Like,
Did you see his shit today?
I did
Guy
not
breaks
see
his sternum. He's like, yeah, I'll be back probably for Crandon. 5 to 6 weeks, I'll be in the seat.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah.
to cut you off. What
No,
were
you
saying?
know you're good. I was just gonna say that like that stuff's crazy. Like Johnny's going to be, if he could make it back sooner than that, he would.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah,
If
for
it
sure.
probably didn't hurt him right now, which I'm sure that's the only thing holding him, is probably a little bit of pain in there.
Yeah.
You know,
Otherwise,
I
he'd be
can't be
back.
comfortable.
I
I
think
bet he'd
he's-
be in the seat.
I think he's more upset that it probably hurts casting his fishing pole.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, how do you? I mean, like just the rotation.
I bet after Lena, he sits in his truck and tries to strap in, and if it hurts, he'll be like, maybe not yet.
Yeah.
But I
That's
guarantee
the test,
he gets
I
in
bet.
it. Oh yeah, guaranteed.
I think
That
he's
dude's freaking nuts.
he's already been
crazy.
at Lena for just kind of looking at things, and obviously the race is coming up.
Yep.
He's just as invested as you are to
Yep.
make sure that the track's good.
Yeah, no, he was up there. Like he was up there when we were testing.
Yep.
He was running the skid steer, trying to shape that off camber turn that we were talking.
Yeah.
about,
Trying to
helping
figure
shape
that one out. Yeah.
There was another time we were talking. That was when we were first starting to talk, like the track changes. He came up there and kind of went through it, which was super cool. And there's another time. There's like a jump on one of the straightaways. We didn't, but like they threw a pile of dirt out there and told him go play and make a jump.
Yep.
So he went up there again. I think he just loves being in the skid steer, doing
Yeah,
that type
I'm
of
sure.
shit too. Like, it's another type of, what would you call that?
Therapy.
Therapy.
Therapy,
Yeah. It's
yeah.
another type of therapy. Fishing. There's excavating.
Fishing.
And then
Yeah.
there's
Pushing dirt. Pushing dirt
Yeah.
is always fun. Turning dirt over. Oh, so nice. Farming
the farmer and Tyson.
Yeah.
So
for the farmers.
speaking of Johnny Greaves, and like obviously he's had a lot of sketchy racing moments and wrecks. What's the most sketchiest or worst wreck that you guys have been in?
You go first.
I mean, I haven't really. I don't even want to say because I don't want to like jinx it.
Knock
Jinx
on
it,
wood,
Yeah. I would knock on wood, but this is concrete, so
There's wood underneath. And a 2x4.
in between my legs. But okay. Worst wreck? I don't really know. I haven't really crashed. I mean, I hit the wall after my steering wheel broke. That one hurt a little bit.
So we just got to keep bringing that up.
Yours
for
is
you.
probably turn one.
Turn
You
one.
got in that wreck in turn one in the side by side. I don't think you rolled or anything, but somebody piss pounded your.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
No, I wasn't there.
Well-
I mean, I wasn't in it, so I don't know.
I guess racing wreck. Probably. I mean, the only time I rolled on my side, and that was at Eagle River for Johnny Series. That was
In a
it.
snowbank.
In the
so
snow.
he's just
I literally went just like on my side.
I've been there.
Worst part is the snow fluff that got in your helmet.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
I did that in a side by side in the snow. Tipped
Yeah.
her on the side.
I
did-
did that within
did
the. I bought so the side by side I still race right now. I bought it from Trevor Bushmaker. It was his trail car. He
Yeah.
had his race car and his trail car. I bought it. The next day, me and my cousin
It
went
wasn't
out.
even paid for.
No.
It wasn't paid. He picked it up before it was paid for.
Yeah,
Just putting
we
that
went
out
out.
there.
We went out on the ice, and that. So the day I bought it, or that we picked it up, it was pretty warm out, so the ice was like slushy. So the next day, it was like just super tacky. It was like a loose, but
Had that thin
Hard.
like, crust on it. It was
yeah.
weird. Yeah.
So I threw it in real hard, and that was probably the biggest roll I've had.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mine
Stock
was
gauge, like
Stock
didn't
gauge,
even
everything.
pay for the. Was going to pay for the car the next day.
Stock seatbelts.
Not even 24 hours after he bought it.
No, maybe 12.
I at least had
12 hours.
I was in a harness on mine.
Yeah.
And I was strapped in, and we were in like some subdivision that was getting built. hit the ice, went sideways, and caught the curb, I believe it was.
Oh,
Oh boy.
And then I didn't flip it. It just on its side, and then the
skidded?
impact, since I didn't have like proper safety equipment, my hand flew out, and the roll cage got it.
oh, really?
Yeah. To this day, when it's cold, my wrist hurts.
I'm sure.
Oh, damn.
Didn't break
Did
it.
it pinch your wrist?
Yeah, it just caught in like, I don't know how I didn't break it.
Yeah,
but
that's amazing.
yeah.
Oh man.
To this day, though, that definitely did damage to it.
Ouch.
That was the land next to my dad's place.
Oh yeah.
That place has claimed a few people.
Whoops.
It was fun. It was gnarly.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's yours, Dill? Your first one?
Well,
or
which one? I've had a few. None
had
that
a couple.
The first one is the worst one.
Yeah, that's
It
where you
was,
actually broke bones.
I broke bones. Yeah, that was my first race ever in the light buggy, 2012,
Crandon.
Crandon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, first race ever. You know, just all pumped to go out there. You know, little Dylan, just excited, going to turn one with 45 cars. You know.
A swarm of bees.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there was one car that I was going off the jump with. It's right before the barn jump. You know,
Yeah.
they used to have all that steel fence there. You remember that when they had the steel
Yeah.
fence by the
Yep.
pond? Well, that car decided to turn left and hit me, and it like sent me sideways, and then it sent me back again, and I never even lifted, and I piss pounded one of them poles right in the center of the car, and it
V'd it.
the front end was V'd. I got pictures I can send you, but it V'd the front end on it. It brought the steering wheel back, so I broke my wrist.
Yeah.
And by the clutch, we had there was like a tube in there. We didn't put it in there; it was already in there. But like something you could just rest your foot on, type of thing. I must have slid forward, and my ankle caught that, so I broke my ankle. So I broke my wrist and my ankle in the first ever race.
Yep.
And this was right after my parents were like, let's stop quads, let's stop snowmobiles, you know, put you in a cage, you know, it's way safer in a cage. You know? Well, I never broke shit on that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, but like terrible experience though, because like I was young, you know, I was scared and in pain and everything, so I was
yeah.
kind of yelling over headset, and I think it was Mark, the Pro 2 driver. Was it Mark Spotting? I don't know, but
Mark
he
or
was
Dad?
just like it was just bad, like the whole situation, you know.
I remember listening to the
That was-
GoPro. You could just hear him screaming, and
That was bad.
and we were still like kids, you know.
Yeah.
It was one
like,
of those, it frickin'
Yeah.
just like on fire, both, you know,
Yeah.
like it's not just one, it's both. You're just like,
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
sounds
God.
gnarly.
dude, and it wasn't like, it's not like probably as bad as I'm making it sound, but like
Well, I mean, you go
At
from
age
40 or 50 to 0,
at age 14,
and a
like,
pole's right in the center. It's like that's a big impact.
yeah, it frickin' hit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
That
one,
was my
that-
worst one, 100%. First time ever racing off road.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one less torsion
turn.
beam front end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
That's
turn.
in the
It
world.
was,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Other than that, I've rolled my UTV a handful of times, but
Yeah.
that's,
And the buggy when you went.
yeah.
Again,
Hit
at
a
Bark
rock
River.
at Bark River. That one sent me upside down. That one, they flipped me over and I kept going. No, that one was good.
He hit a rock.
Well, there's plenty of rocks in Park River.
It's literally this big.
It was like
What's-
that big.
Was it a rock or boulder?
It's a small boulder. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went
No,
turn one.
just a big rock.
And then turn two is that bull turn, you know?
Yep.
And I was just feeling it. Like, this is freaking sweet. I was like,
Smacking the
I
berm.
was gaining on people. I was running heaters. Like, this is when we were competitive in light buggy. So I was running heaters. I'm like, I'm loving this, you know? I go in and I'm like, you know what? I was hitting, and you kind of downshift second. You go through that turn and you pull another gear. I'm like, I'm going to rail the outside third. I'm like, I'm just going to nail it, you know? Get up there and everything's feeling good. And about 3/4 of the way through, there's a freaking rock about that big. And I hit it, and it didn't even like turn. It just went boop, and just set me right
Yep.
upside down. I'm like, you know, so like, because my dad and I were talking about it over the radio, you know, he's like, try and hit this in third, you know. I'm like, all right, you know, and he's like, pull, 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 and all of a sudden it's just silent, and he's, Dylan, just like, what did you do? I'm like, I don't know, there's a rock there, you know.
Who put that rock there?
Yeah.
That's probably one of the funniest
Yeah,
accidents
that was a
I've
good
had,
one.
you know. It's just,
That was a good one.
yeah, it's funny.
That same corner got me, but a rock was big enough and the right shape that it went between my wheel and caught the caliper.
Oh, just
and then
tore
it
a
went
bunch of shit.
through the wheel. And like the tire just immediately.
Oh,
Really?
That sucks.
Oh,
I've also seen that corner claim Johnny Greaves a couple times.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's been out in the
He's
like-
been out in the campsites almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up by the house.
in our catch fence.
Who else got into that? That was Pro Light, wasn't it? Who else?
Oh yeah,
They
that
just-
was
that
only
was a couple
just a
years
few
ago.
years ago.
That was bad.
I think that might have been Holcher.
Is it Holcher and Rosales? Was it
Oh,
Rosales?
maybe. Yeah, it could have been.
Their battle goes back to then, maybe? I don't remember.
We'd have to check the history books on
We
that.
should.
Yeah.
That was a wicked one. I remember seeing that. I was
Yeah.
like, I was almost like front row watching that.
Yeah.
I think I might have been even up in the pits or something. It was wicked.
Could have been.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of, yeah, that's where we're at with that.
So, being brothers, racing the same class.
Yep.
Did you guys have a lot of inner competition, or do you guys think you worked well as a team?
We work pretty good.
I'd say we work pretty well.
Yeah.
You know,
like
it's-
we don't touch at all when we race or anything like that.
Try not to.
Try not to.
Yeah. No, we try and, I don't know. Like if one of us is faster, like it's like we hook on bumpers and we're
Yep.
like, all right, let's try and go type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I think we were probably, it's more like that now in Pro-Am. He could always get a start. I couldn't, you know. So like it was
Somehow,
always
I
me
don't
trying
know.
to chase him down type of thing. So we were probably more alone dicing and duking it out. But like
Yeah.
Pro-Am years were like probably, that's my
Dude, that was
That
like
was-
the best years of
That's my
racing that
favorite
we've
year
ever
of
had.
racing because
Yeah.
as brothers, to go 1 and 2 in points, I
Yep.
won the points. He won the cup race that same day. I think I won the points by 1 point that year.
Yep.
you know,
crazy.
Yeah.
like was insane.
Mm-hmm.
And like those years or that year of just racing Pro-Am was like just insane.
Yeah, that was
You know.
by far the best.
And that goes back to like just being a team in it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, we were on each other's car, you know, something broke, we were back and forth. Like we still are like that, but like
Yep.
that really showed that year. Like anything happens, we're both back and forth on the cars. Like we're in it together type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, during the races, like it's kind of one for the, like you're kind of all by yourself type of thing, you know, whatever happens. But like
Yeah.
same concept, like we're just not going to touch each other as much as we can type of thing. And
Yep.
So no side bets on who beats the other one?
no, there's
No.
maybe some shit talking a little once in a while, but
Barely.
nothing too aggressive.
No,
you know?
because we know if we break something, it's
Both
both of us that have to pay for it.
Yeah, right.
For the most part.
And
so
then we
it's
both
like,
got to fix the shit.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
if it's anything major too, it's like, Dylan, you want to like help me with this?
yeah,
If it's anything else, it's usually pretty good. But
right.
yeah,
Yeah, no side bets really, but the most shit talking's probably when we were just the weak stuff about the seat, taking it out.
yeah. there ain't much shit talking really.
No.
No.
So give us
pretty good.
give us a story of, doesn't have to be racing, that growing up together you guys had a good brothers battle.
Remember when I broke your wrist?
Remember when he threw a rock in it?
I threw a rock.
in the head. Well, when we were kids, you know, we're of like probably any boy kid, you know, we're outside playing like army and shit,
Army,
you know,
yeah.
we're like super cool, you know,
Yep.
running around. We had a little dirt bike track, you know, when we were young, so we're out there playing around and we're playing this, and Tyson throws a rock up in the air. He's like, grenade, you know, and next thing I know, my head's gushing blood, and
Yeah.
like, well, there's a brother moment, you know, there's a battle.
Yeah. I never ran so fast in my life.
Yeah. There's all sorts of shit. I don't know. There's too many
I don't know,
stories. to
there's a
tell.
lot.
That's funny.
A lot of wrestling and
More of
crying
him,
and
him hurting me,
yeah.
not even intentionally, just on accident.
Well, I was a younger brother, so like anytime he got close to me, I'd probably just like cry
Yeah,
or like call for mom.
he
So
would. He would.
or like try and throw a couch at him
Yeah.
or a chair.
We'd run around the house, you know, and there's always, and I don't know, we're like when we were young, like on the couch, mom would always have a blanket, you know, over the couches, like a decorative blanket or whatever. We'd be running around and I'd just chase him, you know, if he did something, I'd go chase after him. We'd always take the blanket, throw it, you know, he'd toss it behind him. Well, one time he like, it wasn't there, so he like grabbed the couch, like he was going to move the couch or some shit, you know, didn't work either. But,
No.
but yeah, I don't know. We were always fighting each
Yeah,
other.
we're always
but
fucking around and
I don't know.
whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So good,
Yeah.
good healthy brother relationship.
Good,
Yeah,
healthy.
we're pretty
yeah.
good.
We've always been super
We've always
close.
been as tight as we've ever been. It's been really good.
Yeah,
so.
It's cool.
we're just as best friends as we are, you know, as we
Yeah.
were when we were pipsqueaks. You know, my
Yeah.
cousin and I probably beat up on him quite a bit when he was young, but
Yeah.
once he got bigger, I had to step back.
Looks like you might have to watch out
I
now.
could still beat him. He's soft, but
First one in the puddle.
yeah, go practice falling down.
Yeah. We'll be there in a minute.
So
No, it's all good.
outside of the racetrack, I guess what are some things that like you guys do for hobbies?
Hunting's a big thing.
Hunting's the biggest by far.
Yeah, for
I
him,
guess for
it's,
me.
for him,
sure.
it's way bigger than it is for me. Like I thoroughly enjoy it.
Mhm.
You know, I'm trying to get more into it, but you can tell all that. Like I'll let him go on a tangent from hunting for
well, I
a
guess
while.
my biggest thing is hunting, mainly archery, but got pretty big into it. Kind of did it probably when I was like 8 years old and up, kind of just going with dad, whatever. Was never super huge into it, just like gun hunting whenever he would with actually Mark Peterson. But after that, kind of like in high school, I really got big into it, starting to archery hunt, using my dad's old bow. Ended up buying another bow from my cousin, and then just kept getting more and more involved in it and watching hunting shows all the time and watching YouTube all the time and just like learning all these things. And then, really got like my first archery buck, and that was like the biggest thing for me was getting that. And just like learning a lot through the whole process. So like getting that first deer, and then recently started filming all my hunting. It's on YouTube and all that. I got 1 buck. Yeah, just this one last year I have on film, me killing them. And then actually just started a podcast doing all that too. So yeah, I mean the main thing recently is like hunting. That's like the biggest thing. I think about it time I wake up, time I go to bed, even dream about it. So.
What's the biggest deer you've shot?
Biggest deer? Well, this last year was the biggest one I shot. He was 13 points. I never scored him just because I don't want to let myself down if I scored him. Because I think he's pretty decent, especially for, just where we are in Wisconsin. Yeah. So, I mean, there's not a lot of giants around. So,
there's a couple,
but
they don't come by us.
I did draw for Kansas this year, so I'm going to be archery hunting in Kansas. So that'd be super cool. So there's a couple of booners out there. But
nice.
Yeah, last year was the biggest deer I shot by far. With the with the bow. So
did we weigh that one?
No,
you didn't.
The year before, but that one was 202.
That thing was a big one.
And that was like after the rut.
Yeah, he
was a toad.
Yeah,
but
it's big.
So you do like the food plot and everything.
Yep.
So you're a farmer. And
part-time farmer
and
hobby farmer,
full-time carpenter. I own my own business doing carpentry.
Yeah. Well, give it a plug.
Tyson Custom LLC. If you need like remodeling or new deck, siding, new construction, anything like that, Tyson Custom LLC. It's on Facebook. Otherwise, you can just hit me up on whatever. But then I guess all the hunting stuff is B&D Outdoors. B&D Motorsports, same kind of thing. But then we have a podcast too, B&D podcast. So I actually just started a new series yesterday. Just filmed that with Doug Kostriva from Horny Buck Seed. So it's should be pretty good.
What's the name of that one?
What the Suck.
That's awesome.
Because that's really what it is. Because he like
that's all he says.
The dude's like salt of the earth, nicest guy ever. So like he like won't really swear unless he's like really pissed off.
Yeah.
So he just says like what the suck or what the tits, stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
We just called it What the Suck because there's gonna be a lot of it because it's a lot of truth to be told within the podcast of like the hunting industry. So it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. So audio only, Spotify type stuff?
No, it'll be video too. Yep.
Okay,
cool. So video will just be on YouTube for the podcast, and then it'll just be audio on Spotify.
Awesome.
Because I don't know how to do video on Spotify, so
we don't know either yet.
Yeah.
Is there even that option?
Yeah,
there is. Yeah,
there is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's like a whole process from what I've seen.
Is there?
So like I don't know, our first year we were just gonna kind of let it roll on YouTube and see where we go.
Yeah, but it'll be on YouTube as a film part and obviously audio. But then Spotify will just be audio. But then I'll clip it a bunch and post it on Instagram on the B&D outdoor page and everything like that, personal page, and see kind of where it goes.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Are you guys doing something with the parade for that or?
For the B&D outdoor stuff?
Yeah.
We should have.
We should.
That's coming up quick.
We even did like an apparel sale for that one. Like
we did.
Around hunting season.
Yep.
I think it was a little
right
bit before we had like
season.
some B&D outdoor, so it was all the orange and camel. Like it was actually pretty cool gear.
I do like the logo is actually pretty sick, but yeah.
So we should have did something with that though.
So how many acres do you farm, plot, field?
Well, it's really not that much.
It's not, not at all.
Yeah, like compared to a lot of people.
Total around like 40 acres, just total.
40 acres.
Like just of land in general.
There was 14 tillable, and Dylan turned 4 of it into
corn.
Yeah. So that's, I guess it's still tillable, but we're doing it like ourselves for the most part. And then I took the other 10 and I have 5 in like switchgrass and grasses for like bedding, like visual barriers for the deer. And then just another 5 in like food plots and beans and stuff like that. So
I think I did another 3 then, which we haven't planted yet, but it'll be the same, all sorts of groceries and some bedding. So
yeah,
be kind of same concept on my chunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The deer are already coming around, so.
Yeah.
So what's more reliable, the Kubota or the Yamaha?
I mean, Kubota never let me down yet, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
This is true.
Steering wheel never fell off that one.
We are
Yeah.
not loyal to anybody yet.
Yet.
Put
Wink,
that
wink.
out there.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got the Kubota from actually Trevor Bushmaker. He's
Yeah.
a salesman at Beaver Machine in Coleman there. So I actually got it from him, but it's been working great.
So wait, you
honestly.
bought your Yamaha from him and
Yep.
Yep.
your Kubota.
Yeah.
Did you pay for the Kubota before you rolled it over?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yep. He's actually my brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
he's dating
That's how we're all connected. Yeah.
engaged to his sister.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Cool.
Yep.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that's how we're so
Did you
close.
pay for it before you rolled it over?
Yes, we did.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I did. Yeah. Anyway,
So I see you're 2 beers deep now.
yes.
So there was a question that we had to get answered after 2 beers deep.
Yep.
So the legend of the sport that had a high impact but doesn't get recognized as much, and particularly like a sportsman side.
I would say Herman Barnum. He was a big part dealer for any buggy parts pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely, did a lot for the sport. Did a lot for us.
Yeah,
we bought
for
a
sure.
bunch of crap from him,
Yeah.
So I think he had just a junkyard of buggy parts. I think it's Barnum's buggy parts or something
Yeah.
like that. So
Bug barn.
that's
or
one
whatever.
dude, sadly he's gone. He
I
sadly
believe
passed
so, yes,
away.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but he was one dude that, he did a lot for the sport behind the scenes that you don't really think of necessarily, but that, I guess, was the first one that kind of clicked into my mind.
Yeah.
So,
I know so many buggy drivers that bought parts from him.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, right.
Like
Yeah.
they just someone would go pick up parts and they would have parts for like 6 drivers.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to make a trip, you might as well make a,
Yep.
a
Yep.
trip. You
Yep.
know,
So when you bent your front beam over that fence post,
definitely got the next one from him.
Yep. Yep. For sure.
Yeah, so that'd be my one, and he said, we were talking about it a little bit earlier too, that like Nate Dogg Off-Road Fraternity, them
Yep.
guys are,
Yeah.
them guys are all about it too. I mean,
Yeah. Huge help.
he's the first guy you see at the podium with an eye wash station and a cold bottle of water, pretty
Yeah.
much. So
Yeah.
that dude's on it.
Dude just rocks.
Definitely appreciate everything those guys
sure.
do too.
yeah, and I think they push out a lot of actual like content too.
They do. He
Yeah.
does really good, and I think he usually has. I thought he usually has someone there that he kind of assigns to like race updates. Because I saw ERX, he's like, just so and so isn't here, so I'll do my best, But
Yeah.
them they do really good at
Yeah.
keeping you up to date. Because if you're not there, it is nice. You can look and here's your
Yep.
results from
It's-
this race.
It's always too like a constant. Like you can guarantee if you go to the Facebook page, the update will be there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, for sure.
There's another media idea. The media guys should push some free content to that direction.
Could, yeah. Yeah, they could share that. Are you saying share it like Off-Road Fraternity's way and help them guys push it out, or just overall like result-wise?
Yeah, just helping them like, hey, here's some on-track content. You
Yeah.
handing out waters, the podiums,
That'd be pretty cool.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool because I guarantee you do that and they're going to get more guys that are like, oh, that's really cool. Like, maybe they'd help donate to Nate and his team,
Yeah.
like donate a pallet of waters before the year. You
Yeah.
know? So now you got skids of water. Like, I mean, I know it's not that expensive for a case of water, but it's enough. Like every weekend, and he's probably going through a handful of them,
Yeah.
Because he ain't good. He isn't just giving them to racers, I don't believe. Like, he sees somebody that's needs one.
Yeah.
you know?
Struggling.
He's gonna do what he can,
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. I think it would really help if they did help with some of that content. I bet it'd help people.
Festival foods.
You never know.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Whatever happened to Northern Chill?
Oh yeah, Northern Chill was big.
Yeah.
They just
They're
just
training,
like
right?
what is it? Where's Steve would know? Oh, what is it?
Oh.
Strike Force.
Strike
Strike
Force.
Force.
Yeah.
Strike Force.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Strike Force.
Podium punch material.
Podium
there.
punch, yeah.
I have a mug. I remember they gave us mugs. Like it was like they gave it to all the light buggy guys.
Yeah.
Like we still have the mug. It's
Yep.
a red Strike Force mug. They
Yep.
had, all the propel pouches is basically what they were.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking cool.
I still drink my coffee.
I think
out
it's
of it.
every time I hear that, all I hear is Steve in the back. Strike Force.
Dude, I think that stuff made Podium Punch for years to
It
come
did
because he
because
had
he bought he didn't
In
even buy
bulk.
it. They just
Gave it
I think
to
he just
him,
kept
yeah.
taking a bunch. Like, free samples?
Yeah,
I'll
but-
take 10.
Yeah, but he had pump bottles of that stuff.
Oh, he
Really?
did? He
Yeah.
must have bought it.
Oh,
then.
jeez.
That stuff like
Unreal.
sat around for years, and that made Podium Punch for years.
Shit's terrible.
it was,
Tastes
it was,
not good.
it was
I mean, it's
gnarly.
not bad, but it's just, you're going to get sick the next day.
Yeah.
Well, we got a new podium punch now, right?
I know. I'm in for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I drink it out of the toad, but
The toad. Bring the
I mean,
toad out.
If
Bring
I
the
have
toad.
a couple beers in me, I probably would.
I missed that when Todd would race. Like, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I thought like every time he would have like a really good weekend, you'd know it because the toad was coming out,
Yep.
you know?
It still does.
It does now, but
still
that
does.
it just
It's-
comes out now. Like
Yeah.
before
Sick
it was
every
it came
time.
out
Yes.
before it came out, I think for a reason.
Yeah,
Now
and
it's
then,
just to party.
and then
Usually it's
for
like Saturdays
well,
or
for the
whatever.
longest time, it didn't come out because of his bad luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it stayed put away, and
Yeah.
then like randomly they just decided we're gonna sneak the toad along, and then it busted out, and then now it comes out Crandon.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, if it hasn't been out recently, I think they'd bring it out because you can't have any more bad luck than they've had.
Oh
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
they should have the toad at Lena. Like why
Yeah.
not? Let's
They
party.
must have brought out at ERX because he burnt up, what, 2 motors?
2
Yeah,
motors.
ERX
yeah.
is ERX is his
If they didn't,
nemesis.
I'm
They should
assuming
bring
they
it
had
out
the
for
toad
Lena
out.
'cause it might
Yeah.
help with the
If
luck.
they didn't,
Yeah.
bring it back out.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Here you go, Jin.
Yeah.
So top 5, then well, I'll bring you a bourbon thing, just a half.
Just a half.
Top
I got some beers here.
top-
You don't got to do that.
top
That's
3,
all right.
top 3 full.
Oh, if you podium,
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
podium,
we're talking races. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in. Yeah. Sorry, I thought we were.
Oh,
I
different.
thought you were
top
doing
three.
your top five.
No,
So
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna
I'm
hit
not
you with
ready
the
for
top-
this.
No.
Top
No.
3 is full.
Yeah, you get a top 5.
Top 3. I get a
finish.
full one of these.
Oh yeah. Well, a full bourbon. Not. Like, I'm not. You don't want to fill that glass. That'd end your
Why
night.
not?
yeah, he does.
Yeah, I'm okay
Yeah, he
with that.
does.
All right.
One and done.
All
One and
right.
done.
One and done.
You asked
Yes,
for it. All right.
full one. We got it.
Lightning quick one, just gone.
Does that go for me too?
You did have yours finished before we started.
Yeah.
He
It
did.
was good. You can't not drink something that's not good.
Hey, watch
Yeah.
out for that.
Yeah, the
Here.
tower's growing.
We're getting there.
Ben Alcox, we're coming for you.
that one. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
Got a
team
ways to
effort.
go.
It's
Got
a
a ways to
team
go to
effort.
The
catch
better
Ben.
brothers are here. Don't worry.
That's been an ongoing battle too.
Yep.
Talking about Dirt City.
Yep.
This coming up one. What are your predictions for? Let's just kind of overview the big pro classes. What do you think your predictions are for some finishes?
Are we just doing like wins for each pro class?
Yeah, let's do like the pro. Let's hit Pro 4 first.
Pro 4.
Obviously, we all know John's not going to be
Yep.
in
Yeah.
the seat,
Um.
so there's probably going to be a hood on it after the race.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, it's cool to see KGB hopping in it, but
It is.
I think obviously CJ is probably gonna be one of the top dudes to beat in that class.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, I think CJ probably is the best setup and drive style for sure for that track. I would think.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy definitely has a lot of power.
I don't think the thing rotates too.
Yeah, it seems like he struggles like getting it to set up for corners. So, and that's like a big thing for Lena, I think. So, I think CJ will probably be winner for sure.
I would probably agree to that
Second
just
that.
because the dude's so dialed.
Dude,
yeah.
With anything.
racecraft is
It's
yeah.
insane, So I would say probably CJ. What I'd like to see is the door-to-door frickin' shootout between
yeah.
him and Jimmy, or even like I'm assuming Cole's going to be there, right? Because he is doing all of them this year.
Yeah, he hurt his
Right.
motor though, so
Yeah.
the update I last seen on Instagram was he's just pounding trying to get that thing fixed.
Okay.
Okay.
And I hope he's there. Just because obviously the more trucks the better. But like when you watch just good door-to-door banging racing, like it's hard to beat that.
Mhm.
Like
for sure.
everybody loves that shit. So.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I think if I had to guess who's gonna win, it's probably gonna be CJ.
Probably CJ.
Just because he's so calculated on any track, and in the
He's-
truck he's pretty
He's had,
unstoppable.
I would just call it poor luck at times there.
Mm-hmm.
Power steering,
little
I think struck him.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
One person there this season, I think I would throw in there for a good chance would be Mickey.
Oh yeah.
Because
I didn't even think of Mickey.
Wheatland,
he
he
came
was
out
good.
hot.
No,
And
you're right.
That's kind of a tight, that S section,
You got a
the
good point.
crossover. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
That's a good
long
point.
as they can keep it running the whole race, he's
Yeah.
got a chance.
Yeah.
Lately,
for
he's
sure.
had snake bit in a little bit.
Yeah, the Gremlin's a new truck.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
I think everybody goes through that.
Yeah. I think he's a solid chance. For
Yeah,
sure.
I think driving style wise.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you saying that, like, I if I had to predict a podium for at least one of the days, it's probably CJ. And I'd throw a toss up between, like, Mickey or Jimmy for second, third. I bet. That's kind of my prediction.
Yeah.
But
Seems
here.
solid prediction.
I'd really like to see, like, Cheney up there. Like, I love when
for
he's
sure.
doing good. Like, it's fun to watch, too. You know,
Yeah.
like, when he's up in the battles and stuff. Like, it's fun to watch.
He's a light switch. It's on or it's
The truck's
kind of
either
off.
on or
Yeah.
the truck's off. You know,
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
He has shit luck.
Obviously, he's
seems
a
like.
good driver. I feel like it's all truck
Yeah.
for the most
I
part.
think it just says shit luck too.
Yeah. It
Well,
really
he had
is.
good luck at the cup race.
Yeah.
He had
That was luck.
He didn't know he
That
had
was-
good luck.
I'm
but
saying,
he did.
that was insane.
Yeah.
Dude,
That
that
was
was so
crazy.
wild.
Yeah. What's your guys' overall take on that cup race then?
Overall take.
From a fan perspective or a race perspective?
I like to see the race perspective.
Race.
Because I think that's probably, I think we know the fan perspective.
Yeah, fan perspective. Like that was awesome.
Yeah.
I guess race perspective. I talked to a couple of people about the Kincaid and CJ thing,
Yeah.
but like a lot of people figured, you go a foot further, a foot back on the truck as they hit, it would have been a different story. But just riding up on the tire like that is, it just happens. But it's kind of what it is. You get caught up like that. But then the finish, that's like, I don't know. It was just wild. It's just wild. Like two people just on the gas, and it's like, what do you do?
Well, there's that much money on the line. Like,
Yeah, I never been in that situation, so I wouldn't even know. But
Like I wouldn't even know how you would react as a driver. Like you'd be
No.
so jacked that you won, but then you'd be like,
oh,
"Wait,
shit, I gotta
yeah,
fix this.
yeah."
I think
how
if-
much damage just happened?
I think if Keegan didn't win, it probably would have been a different story.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Totally different story.
Yeah, there would have
Yeah.
been penalties. And,
Yeah, he would have definitely been pretty
yeah,
bummed. Because from a penalty standpoint, based on all that, like something probably would have to happen had he not won.
yeah.
I don't know what the rules are technically in a cup race though, because it's kind of like gloves
I don't
off
know.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
also, it's like once the broadcasting cameras turn off, it matters money wise and logistics wise. But for a fan wise, the growing of the sport,
Yeah.
that was great.
Dude,
Oh yeah, it's insane. Like the amount of shares and people that are talking about it and everything. It's just like,
Yeah.
well, this is freaking sweet. Like Barstool Sports shared it. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what are they doing sharing short course? Like, this is awesome. Like, let's keep it on a roll. Like,
Yeah.
let's keep this shit going.
Not that it should be all that.
It
but-
shouldn't be all the wrecking in it, but like, let's keep them involved. Like, how do you keep them involved to
You
share
can keep
a
that
lot
level
of
of
their stuff?
intensity up, but
Right.
there better be a 0 or 2 that gets added to every single check
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
on the pro
100%.
level.
Right.
But
Yeah, that would make a difference for sure from people's perspectives,
How about
from a racer perspective?
spectator wise, like overall in the season, you guys were at Wheatland.
Yep.
You guys missed ERX. I think they did a lot of panning of the crowd though, so you kind of got a gauge of that. But like
Yeah.
spectator level, it feels like it's up this year.
It's tough to say, without being there.
Yeah, I wouldn't really have anything.
I didn't really notice much on the stream as far as the fan level or how many people were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't-
ERX
I
is
didn't
always
watch
tough
too
because there's two
close.
areas, so it's
I
tough
mean-
to judge how many people. Well, there's probably
Yeah.
3 areas technically.
And there
we got
was
their,
what?
like VIP.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
The flyway, it's
Yep.
free.
Oh, okay.
But-
I think
but
I
no,
did,
there's
I did walk up
VIP.
there once.
There's VIP that's before like
Yeah.
before the
Sportsman
start.
Hill.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's
Red
in
Bull
that.
or no?
Usually they have that tent there.
Yeah, it's some type of VIP. You pay an extra, I think, like $30.
Is it?
No,
But
it's way more than that.
So you pay an extra X amount of dollars, but I think there's food and stuff
Yeah,
involved.
they have a VIP up by the grandstands, and then where the Sportsman Hill is back there, they have another like, I don't know if it's sponsor section or VIP. They had another little section there. Those are the two areas that are kind of like quote unquote VIP, but their VIP was like $200 or something. I forget. But you got alcohol, food.
Is that for all weekend?
Forgot. I looked at it, but it wasn't like something I was like, oh, I'm gonna go sign up for.
For somebody that's bringing like corporate sponsor stuff, totally
Oh, yeah.
key on.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
100%.
for sure.
For
Yeah.
just one
But-
guy, maybe? Probably not.
But even Anago felt like it was that whole covered grandstands
Yeah.
was packed.
It was good the last year we were there.
Yep.
It was packed too. Like
'Cause I went last
especially-
year just to watch, and it was
especially
packed.
pro races.
Yeah.
You
Like-
know, like it's packed.
yeah,
Anago usually has a good turnout, I
Yeah.
would say.
really good.
It's a lot of obviously locals. You know, I think a
Yep.
lot of people come down from Crandon to watch it, and
Yeah.
you got a lot of local in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good point. I know we talked about this a couple times, but just how close Anago and Crandon are in the schedule, I've kind of felt like Crandon suffered a little bit in their spring race from a fan perspective. Like, I think that's the one track I felt wasn't what you would expect.
It was terrible, honestly. I was there. I was helping Corey Winter. I was helping him out a little bit, and we rolling back from hot pits, and you look up, and it's like the hill's not even a quarter full. Like, it was terrible. But part of that to me was the heat.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was so bad there.
It was
Like-
gnarly.
It was hot. You know, like you could withstand it. You know, if you're drinking water and Gatorade and stuff. But like for the guys that are gonna sit on the hill and drink all day, like.
Not making it.
You're
yeah.
not going to make her very far. You're going to look like a cherry tomato. And, like, it was sunny and it was hot. It wasn't just one or the other. Like, there's sunny, there's hot. This was both. Like, humid, like,
I was
it was
I was there
toasty.
Saturday only because I had to travel for work, and like that day, like afterwards, I was like almost sick from all the heat, and
Yeah.
it was bad.
I was glad we had AC and everything was kicking in. My generator kicked out a few times just because it was trying to keep up, you know.
I had a power site and it was
Yeah.
failing.
Oh yeah, it was.
failing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Really?
the power
Were
kept
you
on
guys,
kicking.
were you by KGB then with them guys or no?
No, but it was every single power site in all of Crandon.
Oh, really?
Like we were by the showers by
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah.
roadwise.
Yep.
Um,
I know the guys on the blacktop too. Theirs were
They were
kicking,
kicking
out.
out,
Like
yeah.
Corey's kicked out a couple times. I think Kyle's kicked out.
Yeah.
His camper kept kicking out. It sounded like too. Like people are struggling with the heat. You know.
Which
like,
it wasn't all in all. That's not that bad, but like that was one of the races I routed my dog,
yeah.
and it's like, hey, I can't leave my dog in the RV without
Yeah.
dependable AC. So
Yeah.
I just ended up running my generator, which all in all, not a big deal.
Right. Yeah. No, we did the same thing. We brought our pup and she stayed in there during some of the races, and then we just kept her outside and kept her in the shade and giving her water and whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was a hot weekend, and I think that definitely contributed. You know, whether Anago was there or not, it was definitely the heat that kind of ruined. I think that weekend.
While we're on the spectator count subject, so sportsmen typically boast about, hey, we're the highest level of the spectator
Yep.
for watching and stuff, and they bring so many families and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But what really kind of hurts me thinking about that is like Dirt City. We'll be watching Pro 2, Pro Light, and even Pro 4, and you can watch the campers be rolling out.
Yep.
What do you think we got to do to like keep the sportsmen excited? Because Dirt City is like, in general, for most teams, an hour travel.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not ERX. I understand ERX. Hey, let's get out of here early. We can get home at a decent time. We've had a long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, how do we entice sportsmen to stay around?
I don't think you're ever going to get away from it.
Yeah.
Mainly
Just 'cause
because a
people
lot of
work
guys
on
got to
Monday.
work on Monday.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the biggest thing.
It's tough. I do think if you had a bigger purse and a bigger vehicle count, that people would definitely stay to watch, like Pro 2,
Yeah.
Pro 4. Like if they're racing for, I mean, what did they used to race for back in the day? Was it
Enough.
15,
Well,
10 grand to win a race?
I seen Mikey Van Heuvel post winning a check in light buggy that was way more than what someone holding up a Pro 2
Right.
check is. And
So it's
that's
like-
years ago. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't remember how much they used to win. I thought it was something like about 10 grand.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, to win like a Pro 2 race. Like if people are racing for decent amounts of money now, you definitely have a bigger truck count. And I feel like more people would watch that because there's just so many trucks, so much action. Like right now, the truck count's decent, but it's not high. So like a couple go out, next thing you know, there's 3 trucks.
Yeah,
racing.
if all of a sudden you showed up in Pro 4 it was like 20, 25 trucks, like I think that makes a way different dynamic.
Oh, 100%.
I also think like at a track like at Lena Dirt City, you're going to see more sportsmen stay because it isn't the long haul.
Right, yeah.
The longer hauls, of course, like so a lot of sportsmen are already giving up their vacation time. They're putting in their own paycheck and whatever. So
Yep.
for me, it makes sense that they're going home. They're,
Right.
they got stuff to do.
Yeah, I don't dock them for it at all.
No,
I
there
understand
you
it.
go.
Like
Yeah.
Wheatland. As soon as we were done racing, the cars were in the trailer and we were hitting the road
Yep,
because
we were out.
we were like, we gotta we didn't have to work on Monday, but we had to get home
Yeah, we still
because we had to work on
10-hour ride
Tuesday.
home,
Get home, and we got home and we cleaned everything up quick, and
Yep.
it's one of those. It's hard to get away from that. I think for like any sportsman, and it doesn't even have to be a sportsman. There's a lot of pro guys that are obviously self-funded.
Yeah. Yep.
As soon as they're done, they're probably going to leave too.
Yeah, I see prospect teams
Right.
already out.
Yeah.
I guess like the closer ones. Like I just thought maybe if there's a magic one that
I think it honestly, I think it comes down to the level of excitement.
that's
Like
the biggest
Lena,
thing.
Lena in particular, like the food price, the beer price. I think all that stuff is pretty reasonable compared to like other places. Like,
Yeah.
So I think that has the fans kind of locked in there.
Yeah.
But as far as like truck count and what they're winning, it's tough. And a lot of these tracks are throwing in money for that. But like at the end of the day, track shouldn't really have to throw in that much more money.
Yeah.
They're already spending enough to get us there. Like
yeah.
it should be on the series, and having more sponsorship to help fund that. Like
Mm-hmm.
we put so much in before the year even starts, with memberships and insurance, and even before the weekend starts with registration. Like it's like where does all that go?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, I think the big thing is you're not going to see like people stick around a ton that need to get back unless all of a sudden your car counts or truck counts are going double what they are today. Like,
Right.
and don't get me wrong, like sometimes there's exciting races, but how many times have we pulled up and watched like a Pro 4 and like 3 of the trucks break?
Yep.
And all of a sudden it's just no side by side racing.
Right. And then you see all the people walk off the hill because
Yeah.
it's like, well, there's
Yep.
3 trucks. It's like, this is
Here's a $1 million idea. It might cost $1 million, but
that's $1 million idea.
yeah.
So you're funding it. Got it.
The ice cream shack that's at Lena,
Yeah.
that's down like when you're exiting.
Yep. Dairy barn.
Yeah, move that onto the hill, and then at the end of the race weekend, they just got to empty out all the ice cream.
That'd be $1 million idea.
It'd be good. Well, that's a big thing too, is keeping the kids there.
Yeah,
Especially like at the end of the day, end of a hot day, is keeping like the kids at the track.
yeah.
So that could be a big thing. But
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
you're not gonna,
open
you're not gonna
more
go to the
than
dairy
just
barn.
that weekend. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Here's my take on the kid thing. Like schedule's been talked about changing to try to make it a shorter day. Whole bunch of other ideas. Honestly, shade and a pile of sand
Yep.
cures 90% of my problems when I have a kid at the track.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's a
you're
good
right.
point.
Like the
That's a
shade
good point.
the shade that you guys have or that Lena has
Yep.
on that grandstand section, it could be a little bit more heavily shaded, but that netting thing does something.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's
yeah.
usually overpopulated in there already, so a kid running around that will help. But like if you had a pile of sand, ERX had it, a pile
really?
of sand, and Bark River puts a pile of sand behind their grandstands.
Really?
If you just one quad axle load, some couple toys out there, you're gonna lose all the toys, but just put them out there and within reason of the
That's a good idea.
adult can still
Yeah.
watch the track.
I like that. Yeah. I never even thought of. I did know like ERX used to have. Didn't they used to have like bouncy houses and stuff? I thought I remember
think
walking
so.
up
I
the
think
hill.
they did. They
Yeah.
still did this year.
Did they?
Yeah, they did
I
this
thought I
year.
remember walking up the hill and you looked to the right and it was
Yep.
always like the Red Bull
That's
truck,
where
and
it
behind
was.
that was
Yeah.
always like
Yeah.
bouncy houses. There's kids going crazy. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. The downside to that is that you're kind of committed to watching your kid
Yeah, that's true.
because a kid can get once they go in there. That's just I'm not.
Or you put
I'm
the
not
sand
turning
pile-
around and going up the
Or you
hill.
put the sand pile down by the fence. So
Yeah.
then you can watch them as you're watching the race.
Yeah, I don't know where you'd put. I don't know if you put it by Hellhole. Speaking of Lena, like by that area or whatever. I don't know.
It's a good idea.
But honestly,
That's a
man,
good idea.
Bark River, like
Well,
I'd be able to
We'll
walk.
bring it up.
It was
We'll bring
behind
it
the
up.
grandstands. They burned their energy off. All right, they're coming. All right, we got to go watch the race now.
Yep.
And they behave for that little bit of time
Yep.
and keeping it in the shade because
Yeah.
Yeah.
shade is just it kills
Oh yeah.
the energy
Oh, they're just-
out of us
It
adults.
knocks. It knocks.
Imagine being
knocks
a
the
tenth the
kids
size.
right out too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and not in a
makes
good
them
way.
sleep better on the way home. I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And you get the night terror. All that. Anyways, we ain't got to go into all
Yeah,
that parent
That's a
stuff.
long road.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go on a tangent before we go to Pro 2 and Pro Spec for predictions. But
Yep.
you were on the team of winter. How was your experience there?
That was a lot of fun. Them guys are professional. That's a professional race team for sure. The guys he had working for him, he had 2 younger guys, freaking goofballs.
Brandon Revolinsky.
Well, there was him too.
Okay.
He's not the young,
goofball?
not the goof. Well, he is a goofball. He's a cool dude though. Like he is sharp guy. The other 2 I'm thinking of are Luke Knupp. I think it's how you say his last name. I'm
Knupp.
sorry, Luke.
Okay.
He used to race Marquardt, and then he raced a pro light. He's actually the guy. You remember the guy that tumbled down and like hit the freaking arch in a pro light a couple years back? That was him. I'm pretty sure.
At Dirt City?
Yeah. No, at Crandon.
Yeah.
At Crandon.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
So
yeah,
now
no.
I think he works West prepping like
Yeah, he does desert stuff out there.
prepping desert
Yep.
trucks and stuff, and then Mason Prater.
Yep.
He's there. So those 2 together are freaking goofballs, But yeah, between him and Rev and Corey, like Corey's all in on everything. Like he's got to touch pretty much everything on there too, which is good, from a driver to truck perspective. So it was a lot of fun, and just under that tent, everything feels so professional under there. It's like this is
The real
this
deal.
is a real this is a legit race team. This is how it it should be ran. And then you got his dad under there, his mom, and his girlfriend, and my fiance was under there, so it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. It was some longer days. We were working through some issues with them and whatever, so that was fun to experience. It's a different side of it where it's like I'm stressing about somebody else's stuff now. It's not like mine, so it's like I feel like you take on a bigger weight to that too. It's
you
like,
definitely do.
oh boy, so yeah, but it was fun. I mean, it was longer nights, because it's a whole truck. Like there's a lot of stuff on those, and the other guys were way more involved probably than I was on it, because I'd try and peel away and watch pro stock or I'd watch some of my
Slacker.
some of the classes, come back, and then I'd pick up, but for the most part, like it was everybody kind of had their job. He had a whole checklist. Like it was super cool. It was professional. It was a good experience. I definitely, if I'm out of it, I'd go help him again, type of thing.
So things you learned that you're going to transition to your team, your program, we should call it.
Yeah, I mean, like his checklist thing, like we kind of have a checklist, but he has a good system. Like it's in a binder. Everybody sign initials, like who did what. So like everybody's kind of accountable for a certain thing, type of thing. Right now, it's for the most part, I guess we kind of work on our stuff. But like a UTV isn't.
It's
not
not-
complicated.
it's the same.
It's not even apples to apples.
So like some of that stuff, just as far as like the look of everything, it would be a goal of mine. Like he's got the awning, like the tables are all covered, like everything, like it looks so professional too. That would be a goal of mine. If we could ever get to that point in the future, like everything just is a good display of the team.
Yeah.
So
You know what you guys got in common?
what's that?
You're not running a full season.
This is true. Are we
and
the
you
smart
both
ones,
and you
maybe?
both should be.
Yeah, I know. I wish he was. I wish we were like.
Yeah, for sure.
It comes down to time, and I think for me right now it is kind of down to us. I guess it's probably just the cost to do it. Like we have the time, like we could make the time. It's just the cost is the biggest thing for us. I'm sure for him it's the cost, but for him I think it's also timing and just trying to figure out stuff. He's got a job now here in Wisconsin, and his girlfriend, like they're figuring out stuff together too. So I think he's got a lot going on too on that side. So I think it's a little bit of both. Obviously cost is the biggest thing probably for all of us. So there's so many sides to it. Obviously I wish he was running full time, because I think he'd be right there with the best of the best. Competing.
For sure.
Obviously he showed that.
Yeah, you showed up and,
you know.
and laid some fast laps.
Right.
And
And it'd be fun to watch. You got Keegan out there, Kyle, so a good friend of ours. You got Corey, a good friend of ours, you know, and then you got Ricky G beat. Like you watch all them guys out there, man. That's some fun racing to watch.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. Like, I don't think there's a lot of racers that are just pulling up to the track and hoping to race a partial season.
No,
Obviously, every racer wants to be out there every week. It's just how can you get the funding for all the racers to make it out there?
Yeah.
No,
for
for sure. And
it's true. It's truly a lifestyle. Like you
It
don't,
really is.
you can't be a full-time racer and say you want to go to Disneyland, and you gotta. There's not the time for both of that.
Unless
usually.
you got the right sponsors.
Yeah, there's that.
Because
Yeah,
if you
then
can
maybe.
get the right sponsors to help fund a lot of that, and you can kind of go spend some cash on that and maybe pay a guy to kind of help in the shop throughout the week, like
Yep.
Yeah.
then there's a chance.
Then you
But that's
to
pretty
me-
rare.
To me, I don't think I could I could have help,
Right.
but
I
still
couldn't let
gotta
somebody
be.
touch.
I still got to be hands on with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody that kind of helps us, it's like, I only hand off so many things, and it's not because I don't trust them. It's more just like I just like to see every part of everything.
Yep.
And I think he's the same way with it. You know, it's
same
just
way.
like him and my dad work pretty close on his car, and then I kind of work on my car, you know, and it's just like we're all just like, I got to make sure like
Making sure.
I touch this. Like we go through like every time we prep, like he won't touch his oil lines, he won't touch his fuel lines. Like I'm just like, let me touch them. Like,
Yep.
because if I check them, like I know they're the same. Like every time I know I touched them. If they don't go right, well then it's on me. But like you get certain feels for how you tighten stuff, you know, and it's like this is how I want it, you know.
Yep.
So I do feel that though. It's like I couldn't give it all away, you know.
There's a difference between tightening a bolt on a machine that goes 60 miles an hour through the air and tightening a bolt that you're sitting in the machine
Yeah.
going 60 miles an hour through the air.
Right. That's a
Yep.
good point.
100%.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of going through the air, so with Winter's recent incident in ERX,
Ooh.
like, man, it didn't seem like it was that drastic of a situation, but that thing is twisted like a pretzel.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. It sounded a lot like, you know, it was like, I don't know if it was under braced or like it just didn't have enough tube maybe in certain areas. You know, we're talking about cars being over tube before, you know, before we started podcast, but I think that's one of those that just needed a little more structure to it. I think that's probably why it twisted is my assumption. Obviously I don't know, but just talking with him, you know, it sucks how it happened. It didn't look like that hard of a roll at all.
No, not at all.
No,
you know?
but you get all that front weight on the right front, and then, you know, it could be
just the
It's-
right angle, and
It's crazy to me though, like it still shouldn't have done what it did, you know.
Yeah.
you got to build these things like tanks, but you got to have them like spaceships so they can fly.
Well,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they got to be super light so they can be fast, but they got to be heavy enough to last.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a bummer deal for him, but it sounds like he's got other things going his way to fix that or right the ship.
Yeah, didn't you hear he's pulling out the 2-seater? He's gonna run that son of a gun.
Not the
Yeah.
two-seater,
No.
just old truck. It's
No,
just old
he
truck.
probably, if he had to, he probably would.
He
you
probably
know?
would, for
But
sure. Yeah.
strap someone else in it. It might not be legal.
Hey,
but
that's you.
That old,
There you go.
That old truck he's running, though, that's a good truck.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a old
It's a
Horde
solid,
truck.
yeah.
It's an old Horde truck that I think Kurt and Kyle modified that, and Corey, or updated. I shouldn't say modified, updated that. But that truck's been solid too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't doubt he pulls off a podium this weekend in it. Like that truck is
I bet
as
he
long
goes- I
as long
bet
as
he-
he goes out there and he kind of works out the bugs right away. Like there really shouldn't be much to work out.
Yeah.
Granted, it was pretty stripped down, but I don't know. Hoping he can get that figured out.
Yeah.
So talking about the 2-seater, you're in the you're going to the races. You walk up and there's a booth, and you have to sign up for Cole Mamer 2-seater or Corey Winter 2-seater. Which one are you signing up for?
Corey Winter.
I'd probably sign up for Corey.
Yeah, I think before Anago I might have went to Mamer, but
Yeah, right. No, I think it's just because that we know Corey so well.
Yeah, I
Obviously.
think it'd be a fun experience. Honestly, both would be fun.
Honestly,
You
yeah,
know,
either one would
Mamer's
probably be sick.
cool dude too. Like,
Yeah.
they both have different driving styles, 100%. You know, I think Mamer's a little more wide open.
Yeah.
Corey's definitely collected and strategic.
can I add a third option? Johnny Greaves.
I would probably do it for the experience.
Yeah.
What a freaking rush!
Depends
that
where
would
it
be,
is. If it's
you
at
know?
Crandon, I probably won't do it. Anywhere else, maybe.
I better be belted in good though.
Yeah.
Holy man, that'd be a blast though.
That'd be wild.
That would be
I could
so
see him
sick.
giving rides in the 2-seaters once he's retired. You know, like if
that would be
they ever
awesome.
wanted to do something, like
I think Johnson did that for a while.
he could have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
had
yeah.
one for Torque, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
That would be nuts.
That'd
That would be awesome.
You'd sell tickets for that.
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
100%.
Yeah.
You'd have to cover the insurance.
Yeah, right.
That'd be wicked though.
I did UTV woods racing, and I was passenger for a handful of guys, and I gotta tell you, it's not as cool as you think.
No.
Well, yeah, you're watching
I hate riding
a tree whip
passenger.
past you
Passenger
at 70
sucks.
miles an hour. You're like,
Yeah.
And you're not in control.
yeah,
No.
you're like, oh,
Oh, you're
Jesus, take the wheel, you know?
Yeah.
left, right, slow down,
Yeah.
slow down.
Yeah.
And you start just beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then you go past Scott Waz that a tree was down on the ground, and he hit it and split it. One half went underneath the UTV. It was
No
big
shit.
polaris, and the other half, thank God, it hit the media bar between in the windshield.
Really?
And it went over the cage.
Really.
Like we stopped. We were like, oh, thinking we're gonna see somebody with a stick through their head.
That's
nope,
crazy.
both of them were out.
Oh,
and I'm
Scott?
like, yeah, we couldn't even yank it out with another razor. Like they had to come down with multiple machines when the race was end. That was Scott Waz, yeah.
Wow.
So back in like the beginning days of UTV, it was like we go out to Digger Doug's in the southern part of Wisconsin, and you'd have like woods races that had jumps and stuff.
Okay,
Really?
cool.
And then there was like the work series, and then that's where you'd go wood racing for an hour and a half stretch.
Wood racing would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a blast.
It's
That'd be
all
pretty
about
sick.
all about not wrecking your stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'd have some fun with that, though.
Yeah, I would like that. Be cool to try.
That'd be cool.
You guys got
Yeah.
some UTVs, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
I don't think they're
Man,
set
it'd
up
be-
for wood
that'd be rough
racing.
as shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Even just driving on the track, I'm like,
We took him trail
Like,
riding.
Oh,
almost
you changed the
concussion.
springs out.
How many years
Yeah.
ago did we do that? We went trail
a
riding.
couple.
Like,
It was
3 or 4 years
not
ago?
even close to enjoyable
oh, it's terrible.
because it was
The
a
whole
race
ride
setup.
sucked.
So you're riding the whole time, and it was
It
like,
was so stiff. Like it's just
oh,
like
man, it
the
was
whole
bad.
time. Like by the end of it, I was like in pain. Like
Yeah,
everything was like,
like ribs
cramping.
and core and
Yeah.
your back. You're like,
this sucks.
oh, jeez.
Definitely probably not fun because it's not set up for it in the
Oh,
seat.
no.
It's not
at
comfortable
all. Yeah.
No.
for a long period of time.
Yeah.
I took mine out to Badlands in Indiana, Attica, Indiana. Yeah, not fun.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it was fun, but not
Yeah,
fun.
Wa-
I
but
mean, it's still fun.
was that
but-
even set up for a race at the time?
The second time I brought it out there, it was. It wasn't that version. It was that version.
Oh,
One of those versions. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but okay, predictions. Pro 2 now
Pro 2 for Lena.
for Lena. Yep. Just a general census. You don't have to pull it like day by day. Just generally.
So I go with my heart or
Yeah, can I be biased?
I feel like everybody can
my
go with their
fantasy
heart on
my
that.
fantasy app is by my heart, and I am not in the
Mr.
top.
125th over there, I
Yeah,
think.
you're like top 15. I
I
think.
Yeah,
picked the
I'm
first
50.
weekend and then I forgot after the first weekend and then
Yeah,
I
me
was like,
too.
I am number 15, I think, right now.
Really?
Good for you.
Yeah.
Who's number 1?
I don't even remember. But
Yeah.
No.
don't
I,
think
I
it's
jumped
any-
10 spots.
Does
after
anyone know who it is?
Really?
I think it's actually there's one that's unknown, but I think the top one is known, but I
Yeah.
Really?
didn't recognize the name.
My heart says Corey Winter. I would love to see KGB up there,
He's
but I
got-
think
he's got momentum, but
definitely, obviously, beat Kincaid and Ricky G are going to be hard to beat. So I don't know. I think Corey's going to have a good run. I think.
Do I have to pick who's going to win, or can I just pick my top 3 for the podium? Not in
Top
any
3 is
specific
fine.
order.
Top 3 is fine.
No specific order. I'm thinking it's Corey, KGB, and Keegan.
so that's the specific order.
No, not specific
Very,
order.
very specific.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I can see those 3. At least one of the days is going to be one
Yeah,
of the podiums.
I think Kyle's definitely going to turn it around.
He's got
for sure.
momentum, and I'm hoping the monkey's off his back.
Yep.
Man, if Corey gets that truck together and there's no bugs in it,
Mm-hmm.
the truck is solid,
Yeah.
and he can drive.
All day.
You know, Beat's been having some bad luck. Ricky did decent, but also has been having some bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Beat's been having a lot of bad luck,
Yeah.
you know. So
Recently, yeah.
And-
that's kind of,
well,
and Keegan's just on one.
I was just going to say, Keegan's been bad fast.
But he hasn't raced at Lena in
Oh, that's
3
true.
years.
that's,
maybe,
That's a
right?
good point.
Yeah.
But
It's been a minute.
I mean, with the track changes, though, it's kind of
It'll be different.
it kind
you know.
of changes the paradigm a little bit because
For
I
everyone.
think I think
Yeah.
enough has changed where if you're fast before, it doesn't necessarily equate to you being fast.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for
the
sure.
track did get a little bit longer too.
It's like 3 seconds slower.
3 seconds slower.
Ooh,
So it's a little bit longer.
I feel like
So it might be a mile now.
maybe.
a good gauge would be if you were decent at Wheatland. I think you'll be
Yeah,
a decent.
I think so
Dirt
too.
City.
I think so.
That or Anago.
Oh yeah,
Decent
Anago
at-
too.
If you're
Yeah.
decent at Anago. Wheatland's hard to judge. It was so one line. Like,
And muddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's
for
long
most of
long
it, yeah.
stretches. I just keep on thinking
Wheatland
about
and
that.
Bark River probably closer.
True.
Well, it's tough to say.
Yeah.
Wheatland and ERX probably close. Bark River closer to Crandon, a little bit more longer stretched, a little bit.
Yeah. And Anago and Lena.
So pulling your headspace back to since you said his name a couple times, I got to bring it up.
Yep.
ERX Ryan Beat.
Yeah, he had some shit luck in
Yeah.
turn 1 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the situation and the consequences?
So as a driver, I think like directed to like as a driver, like race control's telling you one thing, like and you're going out on the track, even though race control tells you not to. How do you as a driver put that in perspective?
So I didn't hear any of this.
Yeah, I don't even
Oh,
know.
you
what
got
So
happened.
crash.
is this because
I
he was
have no
driving
idea.
around without a wheel on?
Yes. So
well,
Oh, really?
He went into pits.
and
And the whole spindle was like gone. Did he
and
take
race
it off?
control said not to go back out on the track, and he proceeded to go out on the track.
Oh,
Yeah, then you
I didn't
probably
even know
shouldn't.
that.
Then you probably shouldn't
I had
go
no
on the
idea.
track.
Yeah.
What was the penalty?
15 points. He got docked.
On that race, and then start in the back for Sunday.
really?
That sucks. I mean, he probably should have just listened to race control. I mean, I get it. Like
He didn't
but-
collect any further points.
right, but
so,
rather, why would
but-
you go out there? Like, I get like you probably got some funding for some spare parts, but like, why go out there and wreck some more shit? Like,
Yeah.
I would love to just hear his side because maybe
I would.
maybe he's like maybe he goes, hey, my radio didn't work, but I didn't see if there was a flag guy holding him at line.
right?
But I'd like to hear it. So
No, I know.
I didn't know you guys didn't watch that part.
No, and I watched it, like,
Okay,
but
yeah.
I didn't hear like all the
Yeah, I
behind
didn't,
the
I
scenes
didn't, I
Yeah.
didn't
stuff.
hear what happened.
Without
I
being
just
there,
seen
it's
him
hard to
rolling
hear a lot of
around
that
every
stuff.
once in a
I was
while.
gonna say that we had the benefit of being there, where like that
Right.
was talked
Everybody
about.
was talking
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I wouldn't want to go out there and break more shit,
Yeah.
But when you are in it for points, there is a different mindset. Like, I get that.
Yeah, this was definitely a pivotal point for his points.
Yeah.
It's exactly mid-season. The end of ERX is exactly mid-season.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
Heart's more into it and might have forgot to put some brain into it, or again maybe it was a radio issue. But
Yeah, could have been.
so do you guys follow Pro Spec a lot?
Not a whole lot, but I love watching it when I can.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the prediction then for Lena?
For Lena?
Yeah,
VDE's on one.
Yeah.
I will say
He
he's
is.
on one.
and that's a good track for him too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
If you guys finish that turn, so he doesn't roll it over.
Yeah.
But
I know Wyatt's faster though.
he is fast.
Wyatt is very fast there.
Yeah, he's fast. That one's tough. There's a lot of good drivers in that class.
Yeah.
I think when Hemmer's on one, when she makes a
She's
good-
been really good,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think she'll be fast at Crandon.
yeah, she's always like fastest lap or
Yeah.
second fastest, and then she's just got to put the race together.
Yeah.
Right. I see Nicky V winning one day.
Yeah, and you got
He's
Shiznick's
fast.
kid,
He's been pretty
Jackson, yeah.
Jackson. Yeah.
I think Parsons brings it back around.
Yeah, he was
That's
fast.
also-
He was fast at ERX.
Yeah.
good. I hope
Yeah.
so.
He was
'cause, man,
testing today, so
Yeah.
I think he'll he'll
Hopefully
get some stuff figured out.
gets her figured out.
Yeah.
Because it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know Dylan.
Buggy driver. You
Yeah.
know, obviously a single buggy, but then I raced him at least in UTVs for like a couple years. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
chatting with Dylan. He's a good dude. So I hope he does well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely see Nicky V one day,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
and then
I see Chris.
I see Wyatt one day. Nick and Wyatt.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard.
That's what I see.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's
class.
like you just never know.
Yeah,
You
that
really
one's
never
that
know.
one's a class that you just shake the dice.
Yeah, you really do.
Especially with Dylan, it seems like the momentum's in the right direction. It
Yeah.
just seemed like Wheatland caused a bunch of
Oh, yeah.
mechanical mystery.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I feel like VDE Chris. I think he is more of a long track driver. I feel like he's really good at carrying that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he's got that stuff figured out. On the tight technical tracks, I think it's a little bit of a challenge. I think he's still a great driver, but it's going to shake it up a little bit. I bet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's going to quite take these ones. I bet he's probably on the podium. I wouldn't doubt that, but
would be cool to see. He's got 3 in a row right now. 3 wins in a row.
be cool to see him
Yeah.
go 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, today's current class, or current classes. What do you think the best route is for a kid to kind of start from the bottom and work up? Best route.
Oof. Like from the bottom?
Yeah,
Bottom?
so I guess generally you kind of have the option of kid cart or like 170. Or some people might say dip into 170 and then go back to something else.
It's probably almost like split from. Do you think it makes sense to go UTV or more like the
yeah,
truck?
like truck style.
Yeah.
But which one do you think makes the best driver?
Best driver? I would think like maybe the short course kart, just to like learn that whole aspect of it besides the UTV. Going that route, maybe hopping into like 570 after that. Then maybe mod kart.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a good jump. And then
Get some clutch action in there.
yeah, a little bit of that. Then maybe, honestly, I'd probably jump into like a 1600 buggy after that. And then probably,
Skipping light buggy.
yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I mean, I wouldn't, but I don't know. I guess just for like a kid, like really trying to go through it and like learn as much as you can, as fast as you can. Probably go to 1600 and then maybe like, I don't know. It depends if you want to go UTV route or jump in a truck. But otherwise, I'd maybe go like Pro-Am or like Super Stock, kind of from that point. And then from there, either you go pretty much side by side, either Pro Stock or Pro side by side, or you go in a truck, like Pro Spec or Pro Light, and then you just kind of keep going up from there.
So yeah, so the Y at the road,
yeah,
the Y at the road is kind of at that mod kart buggy area.
Yeah, it's like, well, you go mod kart, probably to buggy, or like stock truck, somewhere in there, and then it kind of Ys from there. Either you go like, you know, Pro Stock or Super Stock, or you go Pro-Am.
Yeah.
It just depends kind of what direction that you want to go.
They're gonna get out of that mod kart, go into that buggy, and be like, "Why do I have to shift left, right?"
Yeah, I know. Mod kart's probably faster, honestly.
They are. The
yeah.
lap times are faster.
Yeah. But I feel like you probably just learn a lot more driving wise hopping in a buggy. So compared to, well, I mean, my car's pretty good too, but
I feel like that one you can throw a footful at it and kind of make some stuff up there.
yeah.
Buggy is like so much power to weight ratio
Yeah.
in the deficit.
Yeah. And that's a big thing too. That's like where you learn is you're throwing not a lot of horsepower, a lot of weight, whereas kind of where you learn all your momentum stuff.
Yeah.
Compared to like my kart, you can kind of, I mean, it's literally like a 4-wheeler. You kind of just do
It
whatever.
is a four-wheeler.
is a
You
four-wheeler.
sit on the ground.
In
Yeah.
mod kart, you can make a mistake and probably get back from your
Yeah.
mistake. Where like a buggy, you make a mistake, you're fighting a whole lot to get back that time.
Yeah.
Class count has to probably do a lot with that too.
Yeah. And that's how side by side was too when we first started. It was you could make a mistake but then gain it back. But then now you jump into pro stock and it's like you make a mistake, you're kind of fucked.
You're back,
Yeah.
you're back
It
in
takes
10th.
so much to gain it back. So it's honestly like just a complete like 180 right back on it.
You have any edits to that?
You know, I would say even if you went like a 170 route, you know, just for a parent probably trying to get a kid into it.
For the
and
ease
just-
of it. Yeah.
And it's easier, I feel. I don't know. Because like the short course carts, like Aaron has those kind of figured out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that one's tough for me. You know, I think from there, I think everybody should always go through a light buggy because you learn a lot about momentum, shifting. You learn a lot just from going through a light buggy. You know, I think if you went from there, and maybe went to like a mod cart or something,
Yeah.
you know, because you got quite a bit more speed. You know, I feel like those are a little bit of a handful too. You know, it's still about a lot of that momentum. And I think from there, you're either gonna go pro buggy type of style, or even super stock. Like it's tough there. To me, the line's there. It's like a pro buggy or a super stock,
Yeah.
and then I think you'd go a UTV, like if you wanted to switch, type of thing. That's kind of where the line is at for me, you know. And then from there, you kind of just follow your chance. So like you do pro buggy, you know, or super stock, and then you kind of work yourself up in the trucks type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise, like I said, go the other way, work yourself through the UTVs. But
Yeah.
that's kind of the split for me.
I think we're almost to Ben Alcock's level here.
Yeah.
But
I
he
think
did
so.
that by himself.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you have team working on it versus
Teamwork.
Ben.
Yeah.
Teamwork
Anyone need
makes it.
one?
Sure, I'll take one more. I think we got enough time for certainly one more.
We got 3 left.
Perfect.
And we got
I'm
You need
good.
one?
I'm good. Yeah.
we got more cold ones too.
Maybe I'll go get one. I got a little time yet.
Okay. All right, we're done with that one. The
Sorry.
evolution of the trucks, generally like Pro 2, probably more Pro 4. Actually, no, this is a better question. The evolution of the UTVs,
Yeah.
because that is getting insane.
It is.
So what's your take on the evolution? And then the follow question of that, do you think that some point is going to affect car count? Or has it already?
I think it has already, especially for, I guess I don't know much about pro side by side, but pro stock. I mean, you just look at us. You can only try and compete at the top level so much for what our budget is. So the evolution wise, it's trying to chase, the factory teams, and it's on a privateer budget. It's hard.
Yeah.
So we're trying to chase that right now, and it's difficult, but make it do for the most part.
Try.
A lot of it's just driving. That's the biggest thing. If you're a good racer, a good driver, that's the main part. But then, you chase these guys that, maybe get new tires every weekend, or motors, or trannies, or clutches, or whatever else. It's like
3 sets of shocks just in case.
Yeah. You get so many setups that they can throw at it, and we only have one that we know. It's like you can only do so much.
Or so much technology they're throwing into
Right.
and the data behind it and all that costs money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be here is one thing, but to be like there
Is a whole nother thing.
it's a whole nother jump.
Yeah, especially when my car's 9 years old. So
Well, ours are both 2016, so like
Yeah.
they're
So it makes a big
updated, but
difference.
like to try and
everything's pretty
See?
much brand new,
For
but it's
sale.
like I don't know.
it's tough. The evolution of them is insane. Like when I started, it was all plastic. You bought tires, shocks, and cage. And I think I said that earlier, but like
Yep.
Yeah. And now
$75 Zero tires, and you threw them on, and you're like, hell yeah, let's go. Now you put on these couple $100 tires, and you're like, oh boy, like hopefully these last a weekend, and
Yep.
don't
get some
blow
new
'em.
ones for the next
Yeah.
one. It's like, oh boy,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there was times that you guys actually split 2022. You went to pro stock, and you were still in pro am.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So did you get forced out of pro am, or did you make that as a choice?
No, I was it was one of those. I got points in sportsman,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, that was cool. Moved to pro am, got points in pro am. I'm like, well, that was awesome. Like create another season. And then it was like, well, I'd kind of like to try the next challenge. Like I was ready for the next challenge type of thing.
Yeah.
In hindsight, maybe another year in pro am, because it was so much fun. Like
Yeah.
when you move up like that and you got so much to compete against, it's definitely tough when you don't have that budget.
Yeah.
But like in pro am, like we were with a super good group of guys, and like the racing was clean. It was so much fun.
So 2021, you're referencing the pro am?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
that was,
when we were
that
both
was the,
there.
That was the 1-2 finish.
Yep.
21 was the best season.
It
The,
was
one,
just-
the 1.12.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so much fun. Like
Oh my God.
if we weren't both on the podium almost every round, like at least one of us was. Like
Yeah. I think
Oh,
most of them I either won or broke.
it was insane.
I don't know how many wins I had. I think I had like 7. Something
Yeah,
like
that was a crazy year. I remember
Dude,
that.
it was
year.
It was
Wild.
so much fun. Like
The
if he
most
wasn't
fun.
winning, like I was
winning.
I was maybe winning.
Yeah.
If one of us was always on the podium,
Yep.
like it was such a good year.
It was-
Together
it
as
was
a team
insane.
type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
But then the move was like, okay, like I'm ready for that next challenge. Like, let's see if I can compete with these guys. Let's see if I can actually hold up to 2-point championships in a row. Like, let's see if I can do it. And man, I tell you, it's tough. It still is tough to just even try to
Yeah.
compete.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I can be competitive, but like to be there, like I said, you can be here, but to be there is like just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
To crack that.
it's so tough. Like you
That
got to,
top 5 is probably like,
yeah.
Yeah, that
to crack
threshold
that
is
is
hard
like
to
a
Right.
huge
get
part.
over.
And granted, it's not all money. It's not all. It's
Yeah.
like you definitely have to be a good driver. Like you have to be consistent. Like, and I am not consistent. I'll be the first to admit that. Like I have mistakes, like a lot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So I could
everyone
definitely
does.
work on that.
Yeah.
But like, obviously the funding and stuff obviously helps with that a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's a big part.
But yeah, so
I think test days are probably the biggest asset any team can invest in.
right, and we tested Lena 2 Mondays ago. It was the first time I've ever taken off of work to test ever. Otherwise, it's like, okay, like, luckily we've been fortunate. Like we were like, okay, we got to go put the track together. Like, well, maybe we can run like a lap or two.
Yeah.
Just shake it down.
Yep.
And like that was about it. Then it's like, okay, like help put the track together. Okay, it's like we never really tested at Lena like ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have pretty much the same amount of laps as everybody around there, maybe less, obviously less than a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, but like, so like to test was like, that felt like a pro experience. Like, it's like, okay, we're figuring stuff out. We're learning things. Like, this is so much different than what we're used to, you know? So it was cool. I would love to be able to do it before every race weekend because you do learn a lot. You can practice those lines and practice other lines, you know, like in practice, you go out.
Adjustments even.
Right. Yeah. You can make tweaks, you know, somebody else is out there running. Well, then you go back out, try it. And it's like, okay, you know, see what this does. Like you can try so many things.
Yeah, we did a couple of things, but we got to a point too where like what else do we do?
Yeah. You know,
like we don't
CJ
even know what else to like test.
CJ and them are all working like clutching.
Like clutching
Obviously,
and
they
belts and all
they
that
have
stuff.
all sorts of clutching they can work through.
Yeah.
But like we got done with shocks and we're like,
What else we got?
all right, let's wash them and put them in the trailer.
We
you
got
know?
one set of tires. We literally had the
You
power
know?
washer there. We're like, all right, we'll wash them off and see you later.
So yeah, but it definitely helps doing that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But
So when do you think CJ's luck's gonna get turned here for the UTV class?
I don't know. I think he needs something soon, though, because he's had some shit luck in those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like it turned a little bit at ERX.
Yeah, it was
then
like 4 laps to go, boom.
Yeah.
2 laps to go or something like that,
I
boom.
don't know what's going on because he had fan issues
Yeah.
with
I think it's
with the pro side by side, but pro stock I don't know what's going on because he
It's
was
been
he was
belts and
pretty worried
clutches.
about he was worried about clutching and belts.
I think
Test
a
day,
couple
but-
times you run into what you were saying previously, I think on another episode, but like you're just pushing those UTVs side by sides to their max limit.
Yep.
yeah.
That like you're towing that line. And when you're towing that line, there's going to be a chance you're going to go over the line.
Right.
Yep.
And I think they're just so close to that line that it's just inherently something's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
No,
that's
you're
a really
probably
good point.
right.
Yeah. I think that's definitely where they're at too. Is that
I would agree.
especially with like Owen being so fast, I think CJ is trying to find that line and obviously has found it a couple times. So
Well, yeah, and then Yamaha has turbo in it, and Polaris is trying to keep up NA.
yep.
NA is way more abusive on an engine,
Yeah.
making that level of power. And then once you get the weight factors in there, so
Yeah. And all the
and
cooling.
my
and
heart
everything.
goes out to him to be that competitive as he is always should be.
Yeah, for sure.
And then-
well, even Boodle and Carlson and all them guys that are running NA,
Yeah.
same thing.
But also another hats off to him because like they zoom in when he breaks down and he's just in there talking, some hand motions,
Yeah, I did.
Whatever,
see that.
but
Never
Yeah.
beating the shit out of the car.
never
yeah.
beating it, never like one thing that gets me really pissed is if a driver throws his helmet.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a pro driver, like your helmet is the budget of some of these sportsman teams.
Yep.
Right.
And you just chucked it and literally made it useless
Yeah.
Right.
because now it's cracked and chipped and whatever else. Like,
Yeah.
Man, that gets my blood boiling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, he's
I get
definitely
it. I
collected
get
when
it.
he does that. And then he'll go
Yeah.
out there, he'll race Pro 4 or even before like he races, like he's fine. It's one of those, it's like, okay, brush it off. It's one of those,
Yep.
obviously inside he's probably like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
Well,
sure
that's
he's
like
boiling.
You know,
Well, that's like at work. It's like, working like carpentry. It's like you're thinking like all day of all these things you got to do, and you go home, you're thinking of all these things. But like even at like test day, like CJ gets off the track and he's literally talking to himself instantly before he takes his helmet off. He's like, all right, I got this clutch, I got this spring, whatever. He's just like trying to figure out what to do next, like instantly.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see that.
Yeah.
That is cool to see. And then just like you were saying before, like how he is on the track. He's so calculated about his lines, how he's following somebody.
Yep.
And he'll just lay back and he will watch and just pick someone apart. It's amazing.
Yeah. Dude, his racecraft is like insane. He's such like a calculated driver that it's like,
Partial
that's why it
load.
just pisses me off.
really, it is.
Every time he beats me, I'm like, because I know he picked me apart, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
Tell me what
come
I
on.
did wrong.
Yeah.
He probably would be able to tell you too.
Probably
probably
would.
would.
Oh, you did this. Well, you know what? Never mind.
I watched
Yeah.
you for a lap. I knew where you were going to do it. You did it again.
Yeah.
And goodbye.
That's the thing, too, is like every time we go ask him a question, he like never shies away of like just giving us a
Oh, yeah.
straight up answer for anything.
Like he doesn't care like at all. Like, to the point we're at, like I feel like he'll give us as much as he can until like he'll even continue to give us stuff even if we're beating him. Like,
yeah.
he's just super cool about that stuff, which is awesome to me.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when we were younger, like he's not that much older than me, but he was like look up to him because like he's
Oh yeah.
you know going to be one of the best type of thing, and now it's like he is basically one of the best.
The
and
best. Yeah.
He's like I consider him a close friend yet. You know,
Mhm.
it's super cool. So yeah, him and Johnny have been like super insightful,
For
like
sure.
in our suspension program for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
100%.
like everything, really.
And honestly, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they've been good about everything.
And they're very helpful with so many racers.
Literally anything. Like
I mean,
it doesn't matter what it is, honestly. Now that you say that, like, yeah,
Bark
it's
River.
cool.
One of the best stories I got with the Greaves is that Bark River, somebody tumbled it down the hill there, and that's back when the machines were, pretty fresh and not exactly super safe. And he had a helmet rod go like sneak between his helmet and his head, and then they were like, safety pull us in the trailer, like, all right, no more Leah braces, which is like the 4-wheeler version of
Yep.
a Hans device. You got to have full face helmets, da 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 da. And I'm like, I got none of that. I got a dirt bike helmet and a Leah brace. I'm like, they're like, we're not going to go on the track. And I was like, I'm throwing a Hail Mary here. Started walking around the pros, and he was like the second one I stopped at. And I was like, hey, I'm kind of the same size as CJ, maybe he would think. And then Johnny comes out with a helmet. And I go, I need a brace too. And he goes, oh, okay. Comes out with a brace.
Oh, really?
And I'm like,
shit.
no shit. He goes, just don't forget who it came from.
Yeah.
Well, I can't. It's got
Yeah.
Greaves on the back. It's Monster. And he's telling me, he's like, hey, man, I don't think you can wear a Monster logo helmet. I think the camera might pick it up, and that'd be a bad deal, especially because you're in the back.
I'll never forget that because it was like we get the electrical tape up and we're taping Johnny Greaves' helmet to hide the Monster logos
Oh,
so he
jeez.
could wear it. And I was just like, as I'm taping it, I'm like, oh, this feels so wrong.
Feels so wrong. Yeah.
I'm looking back at it, and I'm like, I should have ran it.
Should've owned it.
Yeah.
I should have took a piece of blue tape and put Alec.
Yeah,
That's what I did in quad days and snowmobile. I had all Monster stuff. He had all Rockstar.
yeah, we were decked out. It's sweet.
We were what do you call that? When you like fake it.
What
do you call that?
I don't know.
Poser?
Poser.
Yeah.
We were like straight up posers.
We were 100% posers.
Posers.
Yeah.
But we sure felt cool.
But the best thing is that my dad is like a owner of a graphics company.
Okay.
So we just like printed off whatever.
Yeah.
So we just like told him what we wanted.
That's cool.
Here you go.
Yeah. I'll never forget, like, going back to the Johnny Greaves helmet story, but, like, at the time I was, like, holding his helmet. I was like, this is, like, the legend of off-road racing. Yeah.
Right?
I put that stinky thing on.
It smells like
It was awesome, though. It was fun.
And I had goggles and tear-offs at the time, and I didn't even have tear-offs to put on it. And I'm running back to the pit because it's getting pretty close to go time. And Matt Gerald's wife is like, hey, bring it over here. And she's whoosh, whoosh, slapping the tear-offs on.
Oh, yeah?
And Matt goes, hold on. All right, here you go.
That's so
like,
funny.
That's kind of weird, but I don't blame you.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that's good. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good memories.
One other section that we typically do here on our interviews is a little word association. So I say a word, you guys, without thinking, just blabber out whatever you associate with that word.
Oh, boy.
I'm ready.
So you guys can battle it out. Whoever gets it out first, or say it both at the same time. So mud race.
Sucks.
Grandin and sucks.
Dust is worse.
Dust
I
is-
would agree.
I would
I would
100%.
100% have mud more than dust.
100%. I hate dust.
Dust
Your
is like
spatter can't even see you.
When you
Dust.
can't see, that's terrible.
All I gotta
dust
say,
is
I
the
forgot
scariest thing.
who I was spotting for or helping out. I can't remember, but it was in UTV. And I was up in the spotter tower, and it was like everything was Yamaha. And you look down, I think it was Crandon. I'm like, I don't even know which one you are, guy. You're on your own.
Dude, there's been so much of that between our spotters too.
That's
Because
why I
our,
ran
our
the
cars
flag.
look similar. Yeah, that's when we started
true.
doing the
That's
That's
flag.
the
flag.
story
Yeah.
behind my flag. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
started running it, because when we were in the same class and there was 30 cars,
Yeah.
Because
which one are you? Because everybody's a Yamaha.
Each spotter would
and
be
you got the
calling
same
for
paint
either
scheme
one.
as everybody.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Now we
Did it again.
Yep.
messed up.
What else you got?
All right. Comp caution. Shit.
Good if you're in second.
Yeah.
Sucks if you're in first.
You asking me too? I thought it was just
No,
whoever got
whoever
it first.
blurs it out.
Yeah.
Yourself
You blurted
first.
it out.
You blurted out
No.
next.
Shirts.
Expensive.
I thought it was going to be optional.
Yeah.
Oh, was that like a me thing?
That's a targeted question.
These are all.
That was a good one.
Oh shit.
And then Lena.
The best.
Home.
There you go.
The best.
Like it. I like it.
So, kind of then in closing, just to kind of give you guys an opportunity to circle back around, is there anything that you want to talk about or that we didn't hit on, or I guess from like a team or sponsor perspective, anything you want to thank or?
I don't know. I mean, we had a lot of good conversation. You know, I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything else I can really think of off the top of my head to hit on.
No, not really. I mean, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
What do you consider a successful season?
Successful season being part-time or full-time?
Well, a successful season would be being full-time.
Full-time? Yeah. I mean, I could see a top 3 in points, you know,
Mhm.
is a realistic thing.
Yeah.
You know, the goal would be a championship, you know, if we were full-time. I think if we ever do go back full-time, it is going to be to compete for that championship.
Yep.
You know, like, I don't think it's going to be one of those we're going to go back full-time just to take top 5. Like, it's going to be
Yeah.
a top 3 or championship would be our goals, or at
Yep.
least my goals. you
Yep.
know.
No,
I'm
same
assuming,
here.
I'm assuming yours aligns. So
Yep.
yeah, that would be that. You know, we had, even this year being part-time, like we had some good sponsors jump on board.
Yeah.
You know, Maxima Racing Oil has been with us for honestly quite a few years already.
Almost
you know, and
4 or
they've
5
been really
years.
cool about everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've been really great to work with. Hyperco is a new one this year.
Yep.
They
Wearing the shirt.
Yeah, repping. So they came on board, you know, helped
Huge
us out
help.
with springs and
Huge
stuff,
help.
which has
Yeah.
been great.
It's nice to have that database too. I'm
Yeah.
sure they have a little bit of insight.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. You know, so reaching out to them has been good. You know,
Brand
hey,
new sponsor.
yeah, they are a brand new one. We just hooked up with Max's Tires. I haven't posted that yet, but
Yep.
did
That's a
hook
new
up
one?
with Max's Tires. That's
Yeah.
a new one.
Nice.
So you see that at Lena.
As of recent, so
Uh-huh.
so that's been a big one. Raceline Wheels is
Super
another
sick.
one that
Yeah,
jumped on
Raceline.
board. Like, we've had good sponsors jump on board this year only, which is super cool. You know,
Yeah.
Hayes Brakes has been with us for
Hayes
a couple.
Brakes.
Like, that's a big one.
Dude, the best brakes. Biggest
They're
difference
insane.
in the cars.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like,
That's
it's
That's
the
a-
difference between braking and like flying through the steering wheel when
Yeah.
you brake. Like,
It's the biggest thing in Pro Stock too is you can drive it so much harder
yeah.
with the brakes. It's
Yeah.
like night and day difference.
That's the
For
same
how much
thing.
that you need to drive it in,
Yeah.
Hayes it like backs it.
Just-
like compared to stock, dude, it's
It's insane.
insane.
It is. You
Like
know,
a
so-
world of difference.
and that's just a few, like, you know, of our sponsors. But
Yeah.
like it shows like our team has a lot of potential to keep growing this thing.
Yeah.
It's just like you need that one to help be like your starter, you
Yeah.
know, like something that can help fund like a media package, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But
And I do think
the main
like
ones.
Broken Dirty can carry, like, if it gets back to where it was, like, that name can carry a lot of fan support too.
I think
Right.
so.
No, I would agree. Like, I think
Yeah.
it'll carry a lot of weight, you know, and like,
It definitely did.
People
And there's
see it.
a lot out there still.
yeah,
Yeah.
people see it and it sticks out. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like, what
It's
is that? Like, what? I don't even know what that means. Like,
Yeah, right.
tell me, you
You
know.
don't know what it means, but
That's
it's provocative.
That's what I want.
Prerogative.
That's what I want to see though. Like, I want to go out places and like people like look and they're like, oh, I know that,
Recognize,
or they're
yeah.
like, what is that? You know.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can grow this thing somehow. You know.
Yeah.
But
And obviously the biggest shout out is to like all the local
oh yeah,
sponsors, like all the
100%.
bars and, you know, Lena Lanes and
yeah,
Boneyard and all them guys. Like,
yeah. A lot of them
There's just-
stepped up. They stepped up big this year.
and
Like, the
honestly,
Lena
they're all
Lanes
like
stepped up big.
our best friends, like close friends that live within miles of us that are just like the biggest help
Yeah.
we could ever ask for. So, and they've been with us for a long time. So
Yeah.
That's great too.
it's obviously, yeah.
They really have.
Those guys help out so much.
Yeah. We've
cool.
had sponsors with us now that have been with us since Light Buggy. Like it's
Yeah. Well,
It's
even since
insane.
like snowcross or dirt bikes or like, there's been people that have supported us for so long, and
yeah.
I mean it
It's
obviously
crazy.
helps.
It's crazy they keep
means
doing
a
it.
lot.
You know.
Yeah.
They just keep, you know, sure, we'll sponsor you. It's like, this is freaking awesome. You
Yeah.
know, like just to see somebody else.
Well, they see the vision too. They
Yeah,
wanna
that's
Yeah.
cool.
they want to be a part of it.
Yep.
Yep.
So So yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a fun ride so far. So hopefully we can keep the tires rolling.
Yeah. What I'm so stoked for is Thunder on Main.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is always a good time.
Dude, it is the
It's a good
best
time.
time.
It gets pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So circling back to the season, Crandon not being the final round for pros. What's your thoughts?
I don't know.
I think
It's kind of.
I think it should be.
I think it should be. Crandon's the spot. You know, it always has been. I think it's gonna be a little bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
Even saying that, I mean, Oklahoma was the end of it last year, but
We only got
wasn't
like
the same.
one. We only got
No,
one
it
race.
wasn't
anyways.
the
We only got
same.
one day of anything.
We got 3 days of partying.
I
Though.
think
That
it's
was
Yeah.
a blast.
I
I
think,
think it's so hard to continue after Crandon because
yeah.
everybody throws it down for the cup race.
Yep.
There's a huge party afterwards.
Yep.
And they usually close out the barn and get rid of all the stuff they have. And it's just a huge party. So it's so hard to transition from that at Crandon to anything else because like it just
Yeah.
feels like that's the end of the race season.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, for sure. I would agree. I think Crandon should be the end of it. You know, Glen Helen, they should have did different and should have started there. You
Yep.
know, went to Wheatland, then came back
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, so I'm hoping next year they take that into account and maybe it's Glen Helen. And I mean, I've heard Arizona's a freaking sweet track. So go there, hit Arizona, hit Wheatland, then come back here. You know, end it in Crandon. It just
Yeah.
Start west, come back to the Midwest, and end it
because you can start so much earlier. Then
it
then you
makes so
really
much
could
sense.
get some
Yeah.
gaps and some racing and
Yeah, and then even Ronnie, West Coast guy, kind of said the same mantra was, hey, start us out here. Make sure the guys can link a few races
Yeah.
together in that area so they can leave their stuff just like the West Coast guys do in the Midwest. They leave their stuff.
Yep.
And then
Right.
make your way, maybe Wheatland and then up.
Yeah.
yeah.
But-
No, for sure.
Yeah. I think
Would
that's the
agree.
best bet.
I think you get more guys out there.
Yeah.
So-
for sure.
Talking about tracks then.
Okay.
A dream track. So take an asset from each track, maybe on, we'll call it this series. So each track, take an asset, whether it's the crowd or the grandstands or the track itself, something like that. What would your dream track be?
Mine would be Wheatland. Size of track. ERX elevation wise. I guess Wheatland already had the grandstands, but even more of that would be sick.
Yeah. Covered
Um,
grandstands.
yeah.
That was awesome. Even though it was cold out.
I mean, really, those two. Like, obviously, a track too big is too much, just so that everyone, as a spectator standpoint, can like see everything.
Yeah.
Is a big thing. But like Wheatland and ERX are probably, if you combine those, I feel like that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
But like Crandon crowd, obviously.
Crandon party. Oh,
Party.
Bark River party. Crandon
Ooh.
crowd.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good point.
That is good.
Yeah,
I've had a few good times at Park River.
yeah. I feel like we
Yeah.
all have.
I think everybody has.
Yeah.
Any editorials on that dream track?
No, I think I would agree with that. You know, just the feeling of home, I guess, of the Lena would be nice to
Yeah.
throw into it.
Location.
But,
Location
there
is
is
a big
such
one.
there is such a vibe there.
right.
Yeah.
And just the proximity to airports and just close towns and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's good.
I mean, if we wanted to, we could probably drive a race cars to the track. Like we're within 5 miles.
Right. So for us, it's very convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More maintenance though.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like Kleiman's when they used to drive to the track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Don't
sure.
almost do that. But,
Yep.
you know, like the dirt from ERX, like a few years ago when we ran there, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if you could take that and throw it on a different track, like crowd size from Crandon. Yeah, I think pretty much everything you said is spot on otherwise.
Yeah.
Location in Lena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a
I-
few
I
more
do
farm
like
fields.
that.
Yeah, a few more acres.
I personally like that too.
It's
'cause
funny
even
out there.
For me, it's 35 minutes. So,
Yeah.
like, if I want to come home,
For most people,
Like you
it
say,
is,
it's close to an
honestly.
airport. It's 35 minutes from an airport. Like,
yeah.
which is
Not,
nice.
not
Yeah.
a major airport, but a good
No,
enough airport.
but it's big
yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
You know,
Most
Well,
people
even
are
Appleton.
flying into Green Bay, I'm sure, or Appleton
Yeah, even
when they
Appleton.
come to Park River,
Yeah.
Crandon, anyways.
right.
I mean, Oshkosh has EAA,
Yeah.
all that stuff. I don't know. There's not an airport there, is there?
I don't know if that's active at all during.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
There's a lot of planes,
I
though.
think it's a
So we
Some-
could figure it out.
Some of them crash though too.
Yeah, that's true. Every year.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I think that starts next week, eh?
Uh,
During Lena.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it must be.
Or this week?
I think it overlaps a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it starts like this weekend maybe. But
So
anyway,
most memorable moment then in your racing career?
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Crandon.
I think it. Yeah.
Crandon, baby.
Last race of the year, Crandon Pro-Am. Was that 21? You said.
Yeah,
21
it
or
was
22?
21. I think it was 21.
Yep. 21 was the 1 and 2 by 1.
Yeah, that was
21. I was down like 2 points.
Yep.
On
Even
the
though
last-
you beat me
on the
or
last
in
lap.
points.
I was down by like 2 on the last lap going into the gravel pit,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to make one pass, and I think it was Josh Bayer.
Chase Clay's.
Chase.
Yep.
Was it Chase? It was
Yep.
Chase.
Sorry, Chase.
I had to make one pass, and I got around the outside. I got a hell of a run around Chase, and I finished
Third.
second.
Second or third?
Second or third. So I was on the podium. Tyson won it, so he won the cup,
Mhm.
and I won the points championship by 1 point to him.
Dude, it
So
was
we were 1
so
and 2,
sick.
and he got the cup. I got the
That's
points.
still a decent trade though.
Yeah.
It was pretty
Yeah.
wicked.
That's cool.
Even after
was
that,
awesome.
we got back to the pit, and then we shotgun beers,
We had more champagne. We popped.
and then I sliced my finger open and had to get stitches from my cousin when I
Yeah.
was very hungover the next morning.
Yeah, we
was
partied
great.
we partied that one up good. That was
You see
that
the
was
scar?
my most memorable for sure.
That's crazy.
It was a blast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, not fun.
So, final question.
Yep.
Who should we interview next?
Next,
That the board up there does not represent who we've interviewed.
I see KGB up there.
Yeah, that's from a different thing. That's from when I made the memes.
So, I mean, so far we've got the Alcoxes, Anderson.
I feel like you need some more brothers.
Hey, this has been a
Yeah.
a brother deal. We have our next slotted one is a set of brothers. Yeah.
Schultz brothers or what?
No, Kyle and Corey.
Oh,
That's what I was gonna say. I was saying Kyle and Corey.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be a good one.
Now I
See,
just jinxed
Corey-
it. Now they're gonna get busier than hell. And
yeah. I see Corey got interviewed. You know, he's on the live stream. He got a pair of front boots.
Yes,
Yeah.
we.
Or even
I saw
pretty
that live. I saw that
even
live.
Did you?
KGB and
That
Kyle
was pretty cool.
or Corey, winner.
oh yeah, that could be a thing too.
That'd be a good,
Good
one.
one.
Yeah,
I mean, because they're close.
Yeah, they're
You
close,
know?
close friends.
Or you have all 4 of us.
that's maybe an after season deal.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm trying to think. There's some other good ones out there though.
I feel like Andersons are always fun to listen to.
Yeah, Ronnie was on the one. He was good. RJ would be cool to listen to.
Yeah,
CJ is good to listen to. Beat is, I always like listening to him. Like
Yeah,
his
I
new podcast.
it's
I like the whole business side of it. Listening to that part of it, I really like that.
I like that there's like I was saying earlier, we might be in the pinnacle of media right now.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people that are talented that are shooting hot clips. There's the 3 podcasts now, and they all have a different view. Like
Yeah.
we don't overlap really at all, in my mind, and it's great.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
no.
so. Yeah.
I would. The
don't
only
know.
other one I would say would be Wyatt Mailer. That'd be a
That
cool
would be a cool one.
perspective
That
to
would
listen
be-
to.
Yeah.
Just to hear about.
That would be awesome.
I
all
mean,
of-
ask like honestly, like him and even his mom. Like I don't know if you guys watched the Earnhardt series that came out.
Yep.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah,
so like,
that would be pretty.
if you could interview, just ask about family stuff. Like if they're comfortable talking about all family
Yeah.
stuff, and then get into his racing career and go into now. Like that'd be really cool to hear, like all that stuff. Because that, I mean, from a fan perspective, like I'm a fan of him just because
Oh, yeah.
of the name. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to hear.
for
Yeah,
sure.
Kelly actually, she runs like a smaller section about business stuff on the JR podcast too.
Really?
Okay.
So she'd
Oh.
be pretty well versed. She'd probably teach me a few things.
Yeah.
No, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You should try for that one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to shoot big, you could do like Travis Pastrana, something like that. Brian Deegan,
I'm not gonna jinx it, but
Hayden Deegan.
Good luck with that one. I don't know
Yeah.
if you could ever nail him down.
No,
I don't know.
doubt
I
it.
don't know enough about dirt bikes, anyways. But
Yeah, neither do I.
do you know anything about dirt bikes?
They're easy to tip over, especially in sand at Pine Ridge.
Yeah, good times. Well, we appreciate you coming on. It's been fun, and
Yeah, for sure.
I think we broke the record. I think we're
so.
looking at 3 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Was it at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is that the storage? 4 hours and
No,
That
so
can't be that.
now we're in 22 on our current recording, and
We're
we
an
stopped
hour
the
and
other one
hour
at
and a
an
half.
hour and 40.
holy.
So this is a good one.
Oh, hopefully you guys are still here.
yeah,
We
right.
might cut this
Thanks
into
for
2
hanging out.
sections.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah. No, it was a blast. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah,
I
thank you
hope,
very much.
hope everybody enjoys it, and I don't know. I don't say they're gonna learn anything from it, but they can listen to some
When
stuff.
are you posting this? For Lena?
Yeah, it's gonna be before Lena.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for
Let's go.
listening. We'll see you at Lena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you at Lena.
Cheer on at Lena. You guys will be there.
Yeah. Hopefully on the
Amazing.
podium, but for sure on Thunder on Main.
Yes.
Yep. Definitely stop by.
Yeah.
Coolers
Come
are
hang out.
stocked.
Will
Cold
do.
beer.
Yep.
What's the hot spots to hit on the Lena main strip that's got 1 or 2 stoplights?
No
Dead Animal Bar.
stoplights.
No stoplights?
No, they
Oh,
got rid
no.
of
Not a
those.
single.
Yeah. Just stop
One
signs.
stop sign.
Yeah, I was
Where-
gonna say,
where's the
there's
best? Where's the best places to stop and
Dead Animal Bar is one on the main
sure.
strip. I would definitely hit. Super
Off
cool.
the main strip?
You got to sign the book too.
Yeah.
He's got
Sign the
people
book.
in there from like
Everywhere.
all over, like Mexico, freaking.
I think I've signed it before.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
DAB off the main strip, Lena Lanes.
Yep.
yeah?
If you go on the highway, Boneyard, if you want to go for a fish fry or anything like that, great spot.
McGuire's is another one,
Other
right,
than that,
right
McGuire's.
up from the lanes.
Yep, right next to the lanes,
Another
pretty
great
much.
spot for food.
Yeah,
So yeah, there's got some favorites.
there's some good times to
Do
be
you guys
had.
know? Do you guys know your pit spot yet?
Yeah, we're down.
Yeah.
We're always down by the
Right by the
hole.
hellhole.
Yeah.
Right by the hall. Okay.
Yep.
Yep,
Right.
right on the exit part of it.
All right. So that's where the party's gonna be at.
It
Yep.
is. Yep. Stop by.
Yeah, come hang out,
All right.
get some merch, get some stickers, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the merch. The
Get the
merch is hot.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's fresh.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you guys.
Yeah, for
no
sure.
problem.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
guys.
Yeah.